Yeah. Once again, we are back in the building.
Yeah, man. Another beautiful day.
Yeah, on this good Thursday.
Yeah, man, it's been pretty good. The weather been nice this week, man.
Yeah, for sure. It's been raining off and on a little bit, but I'll take it.
Green Bay Packers.
What's been up with the wind?
Yeah, the wind always be
Feel
with
like
man.
the last 2 months,
Knocking
wind
this
is
shit
crazy.
down. Right.
It's been going crazy, man. But
We traded off snow for wind.
Hell yeah.
yeah, I'll take it.
All right, shut up.
Hell yeah, man. You know, man. You know how you
let's
go.
get
That's
to
your boy DC.
It's your boy Dro,
Scooty G's.
and we have a very special guest in the building with us today. This man is somebody who puts plays together. He's an artist consultant. He has a military background. He's doing art events. He's a man of many hats, man.
He's well connected.
For sure. Somebody you people need to know and get introduced to. Go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
What up, everybody?
Yeah,
The military voice stepped in real quick. Like, yeah, what up, everybody? I'm Lex Lou out of Akron, Ohio. To put one title on myself, it would be cheating myself. I'm just a creative from Akron that just likes to be a part of the creative process.
For sure.
Yeah, man. He be everywhere doing everything, man. And he brought some of that good, delicious tequila up here.
Yeah, I had to bring, that Trace Generaciones for y'all to drink. I know y'all like to drink, and I know y'all like the reposado, so I brought a bottle.
For sure. Absolutely.
Try out, let everybody know what y'all think. Go ahead and get into it, man.
We love gifts.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, crack.
I'll crack them up.
Yeah, so let's get into this, man. Tell us about yourself, man, about your upbringing, man, for those who don't know you.
I come from a music background. My family, I'm like third generation. My grandfather and my mom, they all were, in the music industry. My grandfather, he was like a promoter. My mom, she was an artist. And then, after she had us, she became our manager. You know what I mean? So I just grew up in a family full of, creatives or whatever from the start. You know what I mean? I just been around it my whole life. And I just kind of soaked up all of that, so that's why I'm a brand of, I'm a product of all that. You know what I mean? Sure. I do a little bit of everything that I was brought up around.
Okay, so musically, man, you rap, you sing, play an instrument, anything?
Musically, I grew up in a group. I was in a R&B group.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We actually were, had a deal on the table and everything. You know what I mean? We were the opening act for Troop. You know what I mean?
What was the name of your group?
It was called Future. You know what I mean? It was me, my brother, my cousins. And then we started off with just four of us dancing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, we opened up for Troop one night down at the Civics. Troop came into, I don't know if y'all know who Troop is.
Yeah, Troop for sure.
Yeah, so we opened up for Troop one night.
Spread my wings.
Troop took us on tour with him.
Oh, yeah, that's dope.
You know what I mean? It was like, we want y'all to be our opening act. So we did the opening act thing, and then as we was doing the opening up the shows, the Atlantic Records people like, yo,
let's
do something. So we had to come home and find some singers.
Oh, okay.
We was just dancing.
Right.
You can't dance on records, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we had to come home and find some singers. We found some singers, and we signed the contract. We started recording the album, and then Akron happened. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
That was the end of the whole everything. You know what I mean? Lead singer went to jail. Another one refused to sign the contract because he was jealous of the other lead singer. He was brought in first, and he thought he was going to be. But then we went and found, somebody else that was him on steroids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then when you're young like that, you can't just sit back and say, well, this dude is better than me. He's going to get more. It was like, you know what I mean? So it was like,
tension.
yeah. So that's what kind of made me go to the military.
Okay, for sure.
So you got into music
first. You got into music, and then because of the issues in music, it made you leave and go back out into the military.
Yeah, it made I was so mad. Like, we signed this contract,
right?
And the last two dudes that we put in the group
are the ones that ruined everything.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
oh man,
I'm ready. You know what I mean? So I can go over here and legally do what I'm feeling like I want to do right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? And there wasn't too many other opportunities because I had put my whole life into that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And I wasn't really the dude that wanted to go to college. You know what I mean? I could have went to college to play football, but once football was over, I know I didn't want to do them books. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just went on to the military.
Yeah, it's crazy because usually it goes the other way. Artists go to the military and then they come home and then, get into the music. How long did you serve?
I did 4 years.
Okay.
94 to 98.
Where were you stationed?
I went to North Carolina, South Carolina, did Japan, Hawaii, Guam. Spent about a year out in California.
So around a bit.
Yeah, I got around a lot because I was in communications. So
Okay, yeah.
I was traveling around a lot, and then I got kind of when I went to communication school, I finished in the top 5%. So they started sending me to other schools and stuff to learn more of it. So I ended up being where I was working on phone systems and all that other stuff instead of just being the dude out there in the trenches. You know?
Right.
It kind of traveled me a little bit better.
So is that how you ended up ultimately getting back out of the Army, because you ended up doing more things that wasn't just involved with communications in the trenches?
I just felt like I had too much control of my life.
Okay.
And I was married at the time, and she wasn't really adjusting to the military life and all that.
Yeah, it's hard
you know
when you're married.
So,
yeah.
And so she wanted to come home, and I was like,
I'm on my way.
I was doing some things in there that I would have got caught. It wouldn't have been good for me anyway. So it was like,
right. It's time.
Get out while you can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My granddad always told me because he's a military man. He always told me, "Don't go to the military, son. The military ain't a place for a black man." Do you agree with that?
Nope. I think that's the biggest stigma that we got to get past.
Okay.
I think it's a great place for a black man, actually.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because it's gonna teach you about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna make you appreciate things. You ain't gonna take things for granted. You know what I mean?
Right.
That family member, that family outing, that family dinner, all that. They strip you down to where an ant got more respect for you when you get there. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, no,
So
for real. Basic camp is,
It's gonna make you really appreciate what's really important about life, and then make you lose a lot of your excuses.
So did you ever go to war?
No, I was like on call, but nothing really happened while I was in. The biggest thing that happened while I was in was Bosnia.
Okay. Yeah. And we didn't really have to send that many.
No,
that
wasn't. No.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
When you came home from the military, did you get back into the music, or did you have to feel things out, or what?
I came home and I thought I wanted to be a rapper for a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, because it's like, okay, I got to get back on the stage, but I can't get back up there singing and dancing. That ain't what's up no more.
Right.
So I was rapping. And I did some stuff with C-Dale the Bud Man. I did some stuff with Baby Bugsy. You know what I mean? We had a crew getting paid. You know what I mean? And I thought I wanted to be a rapper for a minute, but then I started realizing it just didn't feel the same up there on the stage without the crew that I was used to being. And then I had learned so much more about being behind the scenes and stuff, because I was like helping my mom and helping troops still do stuff while I was in the military. I was setting up tours and stuff like that. So I learned the beauty of being behind the scenes. So I started, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I ain't gotta be up there sweating no more and this and the third. I can just be behind the scenes and still get the rewards of it. You know what I mean? So I just started taking pride in being behind the scenes.
Yeah, no, that's cool as hell, man. So like, what was touring with Troop like, man? You know what I'm saying? Everybody have tour life stories, good and bad.
Man, it was like one of the highlights of my life. Like, you know what I mean? For one,
Most definitely.
at the time that we did it, they was like the hottest R&B group out there when R&B still existed.
Troop was the shit.
Yeah, they was, we used to have, the Easter Civics out here, and you used to have 30 R&B groups trying out. You know what I mean? And you would have 2 rap groups. Right. You know what I mean? But now it's everything that shifted. Now it's 30 rap groups and 2 R&Bs. You know what I mean? So I come from a whole different era that was, what it was. But the Troop thing was cool, man. We was like, you go from fan to homie to partner. You know what I mean? Like, we got to come together to make this show happen every night now. Like, you know what I mean? And then they was, so they liked us so much, they started saying, hey, that step y'all was doing, we gonna start doing that step in our next video and all that.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
I still talk to them to this day.
That's dope.
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
It was a hell of an experience, and I got like some lifetime big brothers out of it. You know what I mean?
I never knew that story about you, bro. We was kicking it last, a couple weeks ago at Columbus and talking shit, but you never mentioned that.
Man,
it's layers. It's layers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was like, I was just telling Rax that. I was like, man, honestly, I've been knowing Dro for a whole lot of time, but this little 24-hour window I spent here, I probably got to know him. He probably got to know me more in that 24 hours than anything. So
real shit.
It's so much, because like I said, I like to stay behind the scenes. So don't nobody know what I do unless I tell it.
Yeah, most definitely. Like, listen, I'll be the first to tell you. Let me go back to the main camera. Bruh, I shot all type of videos. I shot all type of footage. I ain't tag you in shit. My bad.
All good, please.
Hey, no, hey, when it come back around, you know what I'm saying? I got you though.
sure,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
We
yeah.
was talking. He was like, "Shit, I was chilling that night. I was trying to make sure everything
Oh, yeah,
went right,
right.
so I wasn't really trying to take pictures or drink like that." I'm like, "Okay, so it makes sense."
It made sense. No, like when I was looking, I'm like, he's in the space, but he's chilling. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got you
Man,
right. So
I
you right.
learned how to chill the day of the events because last year we had All-Star Weekend.
Yeah,
And
it got
it
hectic.
was just a stressful thing. Stressful.
Right.
So I got there like, okay, it's finally done. I'm about to kick it. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
And
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, man, let me enjoy the.
10 bottles of this later, sheesh, I was asleep at the light.
Oh yeah. Oh,
You know what I mean?
right.
Cussing the paramedics out, trying to fight the police.
Oh no.
You know what I mean?
Right,
So
yeah.
it's like I done learned how to
Manage
relax
that. Yeah,
because it's there.
yeah.
know
You
what I
gotta
mean?
let go and just let it happen. Yeah,
Just let it happen now. I just relax and then I'll party afterwards. I kind of partied a little bit at the after party, but I don't party
Right.
during events no more because it can happen so fast.
Yeah, definitely,
You know what I mean?
definitely.
If
Yeah,
you
yeah, I agree.
if y'all want to know, if y'all are wondering what we're referring to, we were talking about the Makers Mark Art and Soul event that went down in Cleveland. What, like a month ago?
Yeah,
March 4th.
March 4th.
Yeah,
Yeah,
about a month ago.
yeah.
This
It was March
man
4th.
facilitated that. He made that happen. Shout out to my dog Hev too for pulling up and helping put on this wonderful event. The artists were great.
I couldn't do nothing in the city of Cleveland without Hef.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like,
big dog.
okay, one thing I learned is like how to put the best team together to achieve success. You don't always
for
gotta
sure.
be the man. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So like,
no doubt.
when they came to me, I was like, okay, they had picked the art, and they like, we want you to pick the soul of Cleveland, and we're gonna have this big art and soul event. We don't know what it's gonna look like. Can you kind of help us put it together? So I started checking around and found out like, damn, Cleveland got a big art scene.
Yeah, they
you know,
definitely
they got a
do.
really big art scene, and then R&B is still relevant in there. And I started trying to figure out who was the relevant R&B artist, and I kept hearing about Frank West.
Shout out to Frank West.
Frank
Yes.
West, he's dope.
And I got to find. I remember seeing him at Take 5 about 5-6 years ago performing, and then I finally called Hef like, "Yo, this is what I'm trying to do. Who really embodies that? Because I know you kind of the soul of Cleveland, you know what I mean? But who really embodies the R&B and soul of it?"
Right.
And he said Frank West too. I'm like, "You got his number?" So
Right.
I went on and put that together, and then I'm like, I can't do nothing in Cleveland without Hef. I'm not from Cleveland.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we know Cleveland is one of them type cities. Like if you're not from there, they're not really fucking.
Yeah, it's a
No
little
matter
harder.
how
Yeah,
dope
right.
of an
Yeah,
event you
it's a
put
little,
together,
it's a
this,
little
that, and
harder to
third.
move. Right.
So I had to put the politics together. Like I gotta bring Hef in and let him host
Yeah.
and let him do his thing. You know what I mean? Plus, me and Hef been working together for probably 20 years now.
Oh,
And
yeah.
stuff. You know what I
Right,
mean? So
right.
it's like it's only right if I go to Cleveland to be wrong not to include him in that.
Most
That's real
definitely.
shit. That's
yeah,
real
yeah,
shit.
yeah, man. You got to show love to the people in their city.
Yeah, it was a wonderful event, man.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, you said you're holding another one in Columbus, May 12th.
Yeah, May 12th. May 12th, we're doing another one down there. Frank West, Lacey's going to be involved again. We also got a few artists from Cleveland,
Okay.
from Columbus this time involved in it.
Okay.
And they also are showcasing bartenders who do art this time.
Oh, that's dope.
dope.
It's gonna
Cocktails
be,
and yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of different It's a bartenders event as well. So
Right. Yeah,
we're
that's
going to
dope.
do, the red carpet and all that. Y'all well and welcome to come out.
Yeah, yeah.
Set up, and
do
do
the
interviews
thing.
and
Yeah,
everything
most
if y'all
definitely.
want to.
No doubt.
I'm setting up a real nice red carpet outside, the other venue.
Okay.
We're going to have fire pits outside and all that, make it real
Oh, yeah,
look
nice.
nice,
Yeah, yeah,
and make
yeah,
it,
yeah.
that's real good. So
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna be dope. I could about imagine because the last event was
Yeah, it was amazing, man.
Hella
Like,
class.
yeah.
it's cool when you can work with a budget.
for sure.
Right.
Talk,
You
know
talk
what I
about
mean?
that a little bit, man. How did you?
Well, you know it.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
the
yeah.
difference when when you're working with a budget and then when you
When you're not, right,
it's
yeah.
like,
Absolutely.
It's like it makes things easier.
Wait,
Now,
life is so much
You already
easier.
got your vision.
Yeah.
The hardest thing is having the
Commits
budget
to
to
trash,
actually
too.
execute. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you got the budget to execute things the way you want to, it just makes it so much easier.
So much better.
Way
Yeah,
easier.
yeah.
You
Hell
know what
yeah,
I mean?
man.
But sometimes dealing with the corporate part of it, it
Right.
gets shaky sometimes. You know what I mean? Because you got to just always be mindful of what you say, mindful of what you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, how you move, yeah.
how you moving during that time and all that other stuff. But and then corporate, you got to jump through a lot of hoops. You know what I mean, to get things done. So we started planning that art and soul out in December.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, you would think something that big.
Yeah, we started doing
You
that.
figure you got the Aloft involved, you got Maker's Mark, then you plus all the people that had to be booked and or like facilitated like what it was the charcuterie board. The charcuterie was like charcuterie. That shit was slapping, bro. Yeah. Crackers and cheese. The charcuterie.
That was Lago. So Lago is a spot that the people that I partnered with, Beam Centauri, is one of like the home places that we like to do events at because they carry all of our brands. We can come in there and activate the way we like to activate, and they are just a premier spot. Like they really know how to put on the show, space together. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
y'all gotta be like, I don't know if y'all ever seen when I show up to like their New Year's parties. It looked like New York, like in New York.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They just got events, which is like crazy.
Yeah, man. Like anything that y'all doing in that space, bro. Just let us know, man. We'll come out. You know what I'm saying?
We pulling up. Any event that you got going on, bro. Like
for real.
Tap in,
man.
bro. We pulling up.
Yeah.
You said you were doing the Maker's Mark event in Columbus in May. Are you doing another one anywhere else?
Right now, I'm trying not to book nothing because I was actually booked this year to do Tres Generaciones and Cavassier.
Right. Okay.
But once Maker's Mark came and did that, I've been 4 months
with
on
that.
Maker's Mark. I haven't been able to do too much. I just finally did my first activation with Trace 2 Fridays ago when Esco opened up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm trying to come up with something. So I'm going to get back on the plan. You know what I mean? 'Cause I got a whole plan of events that I want to do with these brands. You know what I mean? So after this, May 12th, I'm going to jump back on that plan.
Oh, yeah.
How did you get involved with these big corporations?
Man, luck, and just, I'm going to say,
you keep pushing.
Relationships, you know what I mean, being connected to certain people. Because like the person that approached me about being a liquor rep or whatever brand ambassador, I used to work for his dad.
Oh, that's nice.
Small fucking world.
You know, I used to work for his dad, and then he came home from the military, from the army, and we was all working together in the shop, talking shit about each other. He's a Browns fan. I'm a Steelers fan.
Go Browns.
We talking shit.
Browns, baby. You know.
Right.
We ain't gonna get all that.
You know, I had to bring it up. You know, I know y'all all Browns fans.
Yeah,
I had to
for
bring
sure.
it up. It's about to be football season.
Yeah.
You know, we just talking stuff, and then he started moving up in the music, the liquor companies and stuff when he got into his position. And 2021, I decided I'm not gonna sit back and wait for nothing no more. I'm just gonna move. Anything that my mind tells me I need to do, I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna do it. It was like a bucket year list for me. You know what I mean? And I just started moving. Took like 4 trips to LA. And it was during the pandemic and everything. I just started moving.
It was like, I'm going.
And then we were down at the Crown. We had a bunch of stuff going on. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I had a lot of movement. I had a lot of motion going on. And he approached me. He's like, "Man, you got a lot going on right now. You ever thought about having a corporate sponsor?"
Yeah.
Hell
of course
yeah.
I have, right?
Yeah, I thought about it. I never thought I would actually get one.
Thought I wouldn't either.
You know what I mean? But so we just started putting the logistics together, and when he actually approached me about it, I had no idea what to do as far as being
a sponsor,
new shit, that type of stuff. I just had to learn it. But I'm like, anytime there's an opportunity to present itself to me, I'm gonna take full advantage.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna learn.
You know what I mean? If I don't know it. YouTube, whatever.
YouTube
I know
University,
somebody
couple people
else that's already probably been in that position before. I'm about to reach out. You know what I mean? I'm never the dude that's too stubborn to try to ask questions or try to figure out something off of somebody else.
Most definitely. That's right.
I just started trying to figure it out, man. I'm like, okay, I don't want this to be a one-time thing. He comes in and sponsors me one time or sponsors me a couple times. I want to do this for. If I'm still doing entertainment stuff, I want to do it. I want these people with me
as long
the whole time.
The whole time, you know what I mean? So I just wanted to learn the ins and outs of it.
Oh yeah, man. Most definitely, man. Yeah, that's dope, man. I ain't gonna lie. And it's a good look, man. I think that's in there as a message for people, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? You hit a point where it was like, yo, man, I'm just not gonna turn down. I'm gonna just, hey, if it's there, I'm gonna get to it by any means. If I gotta ask questions, if I gotta learn on the fly, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we need to all kind of take that away. You know what I'm saying? In the future.
And you said it was luck, but luck only works in favor of those who work hard.
Most definitely.
Sometimes you go so hard that
the
opportunity presents itself. You know what I'm saying?
I always said it was just my personality and who I am.
Yeah.
Has opened up more doors than any of my God-given talents.
For sure.
It's just being good person, a trustworthy person, being cool with everybody. I ain't out here trying to mean mug or trying to get over on nobody or none of that.
Just
you know,
living
I'm just
my life.
okay. I see an opportunity for us to do some business together.
Let's
I'm
do
not
it.
trying to get over on you on my end or anything like that. It's just gonna be good.
Make it make sense.
And then
most
people will come back and want to do business with you later.
For sure.
I think that's really what's gotten me past in life. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
Do good business. Everybody gonna want to do business.
Yep.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then know what you talk about when you're doing it.
Yeah. Makes some sense.
A lot
Have
of
some
people that
knowledge.
sit at the table and will sound like they know exactly what they're talking about, but they ain't.
They can't get you there.
You know, they can't get you there. So.
Now, as far as artist management and artist consulting, man, talk a little bit about your history in that field.
Well, most people remember me from managing Bugsy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That really is kind of what kept me going for a lot of years. When I decided that I didn't want to be an artist no more or nothing like that.
Yeah.
My guy Bugsy, you know what I mean? I was, I believed in him so much. I'm like, man, there's no way that we can't, if I get him in the right spots, we can't make this happen. I just believed in him so much, so I just kept rolling with him. You know what I mean? And I honestly, for a while, wasn't messing with nobody else. You know what I mean? It was just repped out. You know what I mean? Repped out. I'm just trying to really build this brand. One thing about once I get into something, I kind of like take over. So if you want me to be involved with it, I'm about to go all in. If we lacking over here, lacking over there, well, I'm about to be doing that. And then for a while, I'll just step in and do it. But after a while, I get vocal about what needs to be done.
We got to do something.
We got to do something about that. And then that kind of forces bad relationships sometimes because, people don't want to be told stuff these days. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what made me get away from managing. And I also started realizing I don't have to have these artists under contract or manage them to still do records.
You can still do the work.
Work for hire. I got an idea. I want you on this song, blah, blah, blah. We work out the business. You go about your day. I go about my day.
Easy.
It's a lot easier that way too. Most definitely. Yeah, I agree with that, man. That makes a lot of sense for real. So, tell us about the dog tags, man. You you got the.
I ain't even really in the jewelry or nothing. I got this chain just for the dog tag. My mama, my manager, she taught me everything, music wise, life wise. You know what I mean? Everything. And when she left, I'm still on a journey.
Right.
To finish a mission that we started together.
Okay.
So I carry her with me. So she's a part of this mission.
Yeah. One time, let me take shots for Mom Dukes, man, for sure. Because I know you're paying, brother. I'm missing my moms every motherfucking day.
So that's the young you and going off to the army.
This is the day I got married.
Okay.
My mama hugging me.
Oh, you was already in the military when you got married.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. You said Hell yeah.
Yep.
That's dope, man.
Yep. So that's what that dog tag is about. Okay. I would go get some ice and all that.
Yeah, but it's cool.
I'm not a jewelry person.
Man, you ain't got to be. That's what I'm saying, man. Hey, look, I have always been pro like nice watch. It ain't got to be shiny or nothing. But just have diamonds. Yeah, nice watch. You know what I'm saying? I wear beads, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't really be. You know what I'm saying? None of that really mean. Yeah. Occasionally, I might pop out with some earrings or something on a chain or something. But for the most part. Yeah, man, I'm classy.
The type of niggas to step out wearing a bunch of fake ass jewelry.
Yeah, I just want to be clean and classy.
Yeah, fuck that.
Well, cause how
smell good.
We grew up like, don't show what you got, man.
Exactly.
Take a look at you.
He who holds doesn't expose his wealth.
Yeah, man.
Shots for Mom Dukes for all of our mamas, man.
Yeah, definitely.
They all wonderful women.
Most definitely.
No. Ours is looking down from above.
Yeah, man. This is so not only do you do music, entertainment, book shows, manage the well-connected clothing brand too, and artists, right?
I started. So this goes back about 5 years. When I stopped, I was just frustrated because one thing about being a manager of artists, you can only move as much as the artist is moving.
Right.
The managers have to give you something to manage.
To manage.
You know what I mean? So, and I hate being stagnated. I get on your nerves, and a lot of the people that I was managing were also my best friends, homies.
So it's hard,
So it was starting to cause conflicts between.
Right.
Well, we couldn't even be friends no more. And I'm like, I'd rather be your friend than be your manager.
To be your manager.
Real
I mean, so, but I didn't want to just retire out of the game, but I didn't want to go back into being an artist or nothing.
Yeah.
So, Hef was like, dude, you you've been telling everybody else's story for all this time.
Yeah.
And your story is just as dope as any story that you've been telling. It's time for you to tell your story.
There
you
it
just
is.
got to figure out a way to do it. So I always had I always wanted to do production. I always wanted to learn how to make beats. I always wanted to, always had beats popping up in my head, ideas for songs.
Yeah.
Right.
So I went and bought me some equipment, started learning how to make beats. But in the process, I started buying beats like Khaled.
Right,
You know
yeah,
what I mean? D.
yeah.
Allen.
Yeah.
Shout out DA.
A few other producers. I don't think I ever got any from Hyphy, but I got an idea for Hyphy now that I want to do. But I started buying beats from different people and like, okay, I got an idea for this song, for this
With
artist,
this
and this, that, and
person,
third.
right,
So I started
right.
doing my Khaled thing.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And through that, I started telling my story.
Yeah.
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt.
And it was like, okay, I went from a dude that was trying to break into the game into a dude that people were starting to respect immediately.
From being,
Just starting to tell my story and just being me. And when I step in the room, certain vibes that I bring, certain, what I
Right.
mean, this, that, and the third. And like, damn, it just started working. You know what I mean? So I said, damn, I ain't gonna move like I'm trying to make it. I'm gonna move like I already made it.
You already
Right,
in
like
there.
I'm
You know
here.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And it worked. You
Right,
know what I mean?
yeah,
It started
most
working. I
definitely.
started going out to LA and started throwing, studio sessions. And most of the people that I worked with, I heard something before
Right.
first. I was a fan first. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
then
I'm
I
like,
came
damn.
into him. Now I'm in the room. Yeah.
And now I'm in the room with them. You know what I mean? And that started way back in the day when I started, like, when I met RBL Posse 20 years
Right.
ago.
RBL
My
Posse.
niggas.
Yeah.
Y'all know how I did that for real? Y'all remember back in the day when you bought the CD, they had the numbers on the back?
You called it. Yeah.
I called that
Hey,
motherfucker,
real
bro.
shit.
And
And you'll be surprised how many people will pick up.
Yeah, I called it, and Black
Yeah,
Sea answered.
Yeah.
Black Sea picture.
It went straight to Black Sea.
That's
Right.
nuts.
You know what I mean? I
It
got
was,
to
it was,
talking to
it
Black
was
Sea.
his number probably.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Right on the joint.
To
Yeah.
this day, same number.
Yeah.
Black Sea, keep that number.
Bro,
Right.
we was riding around listening to RBL Posse in Columbus when I was down
Right,
there.
right,
You ain't
right.
mentioned nothing about knowing a nigga. You just like,
I was
this
trying
my,
to
this my
I was,
shit.
I was telling you what I was telling you.
gotta say
Right.
something for the interview, I guess.
Right. Yeah. I was telling you what I was telling you.
I was- when he came in, he wanted to talk about some things. I tried to save it
Right.
up for him.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Sure,
Yeah,
make,
right.
make sure. A lot of times, everything that I did, sometimes you wait for people that you did it for to tell that you
Yeah,
did it, and
yeah,
that never
uh-huh.
happens.
Yeah.
So now I'm sure when I tell my story, it's documented.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
yeah,
there's so much stuff that I done did in the city that
Right.
y'all probably would be like, nigga, I know you did.
You had a part of that too? Yeah.
Yeah, like,
I've seen that Maker's Mark event because I
Yeah, man, I
knew
got
it was
faith,
just like
yeah,
a hefty
right.
event, and you
Yeah.
was like, you didn't like, wasn't like jumping to take credit for it or nothing. You was just like
Right.
chill.
Yeah.
And then to come to find out that you put that shit together, it's like, damn, bro.
Right.
I mean, as long as the people that write the checks
Yeah. That's really
and
all
want me
that
to come do
matters.
the next one knew what I did. I don't care.
That's
you
all
know
that
what I
matter.
mean?
Yeah.
Real
yeah.
shit.
I just ain't really
Yeah.
that dude because like
Real shit, man. That's
you know,
that's true.
a lot of unwanted publicity in these streets.
Come from
Yeah,
that.
I don't
Yeah,
want. I
come
don't want
from
none of that. I just
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
like to move. You know what I mean? That's my behind the scenes thing. But
Yeah, most
that's
definitely.
probably another reason why I work for a streaming network out of LA too called BTSN, Behind the Scenes Network.
Okay.
When they
Yeah.
approached me for doing marketing for them, it was like
Right. Well, yeah.
makes sense. That's exactly
I'm
what I
behind
do
the
every
scenes
goddamn day.
anyways. Yeah, this
You
is
know what I
me.
mean?
Yeah,
So
most definitely.
Yeah, I think I
just
follow
take
them
pride
on.
Oh,
in
yeah,
being behind
man.
the scenes, but I do realize certain stories do need to be told.
Most definitely,
Absolutely.
man. We need to tap into that market up there, man.
Yeah, man.
We working on some things.
Plug
man.
us in.
You know,
Yeah.
we can definitely I can put some things together for y'all.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
man, we
sure.
definitely-
We have if y'all go to btsn.watch,
Yeah.
we have a podcast section.
Okay.
Oh,
With
okay.
just different
Oh, yeah.
podcasts because we want
Yeah,
we
yeah.
want people to see behind the scenes from everywhere, not just
Yeah.
LA.
Oh yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
no
And we
doubt.
got
So-
some dope ways to do behind the scenes for real. That's
Right.
just not.
And
See-
I follow them on Instagram too,
Right.
by the way.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I'm about to go check it. Yeah, man.
With-
So like when you see our live video, the streaming shit, like you'll see like camera angles changing. There's tags in the corners, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
We,
can't
like,
wait. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah,
For
like,
sure.
and that's our live. And then when we done with this, like there's really not much editing that needs to be done. It goes straight up. You know what I'm saying? So for the most part, shit.
That's what's up. That's what's
we
up.
official
For
with it.
sure. So since we talking about podcasts and radio shit like
Yeah,
that, man,
man.
talk about the speaker leaguers a little bit, man. How did
Yeah,
that
man.
come about, man, and where y'all at with it right
Yeah,
now?
dopest podcast in the city.
Man, Speaker Leakers just kind of happened again. You know what I mean? I had dropped my first Connected project,
For sure.
Yeah.
and they brought me in to do an interview with that, and I brought like 10 different artists,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
with me. Because I, do all the collabs, and we had a real good interview. You know what I mean? I spread a lot of good knowledge, and they was like, "Man, you kind of seem
Right. Well,
Like
now
this
this is in this shit.
season,
Come back.
something to do. So why don't you come on and do this with us? You know what I mean? I never thought about doing no podcast, no radio, none of that, because I'm not really. I don't feel like I'm a good speaker.
Oh,
You know what I mean? That's another reason why I'm behind the scenes.
I would disagree, but yeah.
Right. But you never know until you're in front of the mic
You never
talking.
know. You know what I mean? So
Uh-huh.
I don't feel like I'm a great speaker. That's another reason why I'm still part of Speaker Lickers. But if you notice, for like a year now, I haven't done any interviews or anything on there.
Yeah.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
I just do behind the scenes stuff now, setting up interviews,
Yeah,
marketing,
making
stuff
things
like
sure.
that. You know what I mean? Because I just feel like if I just concentrate on my strong points and quit trying to do
Right.
everything,
Yeah.
I can probably
more.
make something happen. With my, do
Right.
more
With
try
my
to- try to
time
do
to
everything. with
yeah,
my
that
time,
makes
you
sense.
know,
Yeah.
just-
More by doing less.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. Yes,
exactly.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is real.
I'm not one of those dudes that just got to do everything. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for
Or
sure.
got to be known for doing everything. I just
Yeah, just do
You
a little
run
bit of-
faster
yeah,
and
real
further with a lighter load. You know
yes,
what I
sir.
mean?
Yes, sir.
Good. Yeah,
Yes,
But,
do everything real good.
yes, sir. But yeah, Speaker Leakers, it's been running for like 6 years now.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna do the 6-year anniversary this year. We're gonna have a big rooftop party up at the Velvet Dog.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
we
rooftop
You
parties.
come out for that.
Yeah, I love rooftop parties.
We're
Yeah,
gonna do some
Most
things.
definitely.
So I love it. We got an artist from the Bay that I'll be working with called H2MGR. He's the nephew of Black C from RBO.
Okay,
Yeah,
for sure.
He's also Larry June's cousin.
Yeah, okay.
Larry June
Yeah.
is Black C's nephew.
Yeah,
You know
Larry
what I
June
mean?
was just up
So-
here in Atlanta, I believe, recently.
He's
Yeah.
coming in May again.
Yeah, he's coming back
So,
in
yeah,
May.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get that whole West Coast
Yeah,
invasion. I'm just trying to figure it out how, because like Akron don't support nothing. You
No.
know, and then when you start saying some of the names of the people that we talking about, if they're not real familiar, it's kind of hard to make it make sense.
Right.
So I'm just trying to figure out how to bring all the people that we really rock with, but make it make sense at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
For
Most
sure,
definitely.
man. Shout out to Speaker Leaguers. Shout out to Trey.
Yeah,
DJ
most
Laylo.
definitely. Yeah, everybody gotta
Jasmine
come over
3
here, man.
times. Deanna K.
Yeah, we gotta come over there, too.
For sure.
Yeah,
And we
yeah.
gotta double back. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember you came
Yeah,
over
yeah.
here like a few times.
Yeah.
Like, man, we got to put this big podcast together, man. We got to do it. We got to do it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah,
I like
yeah,
what you did. I like what you came up with.
Yeah. We was on it, man.
Y'all was like a big part of the motivation, though. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
most
Seeing what
definitely.
Y'all was, I'm like, man, this shit feels right. Like we can do this. You know what I mean?
Most definitely. Yeah,
So,
hell yeah.
Salute to y'all.
Yeah, man, because we came from humble beginnings in my
Very
fucking
humble beginnings.
goddamn dining room. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hey, but
Hey,
the growth.
we here. We
People
here.
love to see growth, and I know y'all
Right.
love it. You know,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
feels
hell yeah,
sure
man.
You can say, hey, we've been here for a year now.
Right, yeah, man.
You know what I
You
mean?
know what I'm saying? Yeah,
We
no,
got
most
this side
definitely.
and we got that side.
'Cause they used to.
Hey, if you anything you want something to drink, and y'all got
Yeah,
that.
you
got
some
it.
places don't offer you nothing. You
Oh,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
most
So,
definitely.
These
Yeah.
niggas,
It's been one of the better places I didn't stop by.
Right, yeah,
For
we
sure,
try to
we
keep
appreciate
snacks
it.
and shit for everybody, man.
they used to keep niggas out of this whole.
Yeah, man, yeah. You know, it's hard to get in the Merriman Valley.
Yes,
back
sir,
in the
yes,
day.
sir.
You want to get past them steps right there.
Not in them shorts.
Your shoes
Yeah, they was
too
gonna be like
big,
your shoes,
fucking-
your shirt too baggy. But
Yeah,
no,
your shorts.
yeah, man, it's cool to see like all of the things that you do from afar and all of the people that you affect for real. And there's been artists that I've came across like that'll be like, yeah, man, well, yeah, I was over there rapping over there with Well Connected and doing this and yeah, doing that too.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, man, like name off some of the stuff, man, some of the people, some of the things you've done.
Man, well,
You know what I'm saying? Toot your horn a little bit. I got a side to two, man, so I'm gonna let y'all do
Okay,
the
for
back
sure.
half of this joint.
it's like a lot of the artists that I deal with might not be household names. You know what I mean? But it's they all got movement. You know what I mean? Like probably some of the biggest artists that I like, OFB Young from Cali Swag District. You know they did that Teach Me How to Dougie record. You know what I mean? I got some records with him. I just actually got the files back from the last one we just did, and I did my little send out to my radio people and just down the third, and everybody got real excited about this one. So I think I might have something in the works with him again. You know what I mean? And then I love working with Hardo.
Hardo, yes,
out of
man.
Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? My guy Wildfell Kelvin out of Cleveland. I love working with
He
him.
got to pull up here too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
I
talk
love
to
working with H2MGR out of the Bay. You know what I mean?
sure.
I got to work with Bugsy every album
Of course.
I do.
He coming here soon. Shout out to Dean.
He told me, he's like, let him know I'm coming.
Yeah, for
You know what I
sure.
mean? So I just seen him before I got here. You know, he the barber too.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. And that's crazy because I need a cut and I'm wearing the barber shirt. Shout out to my nigga Eric Garrett and shit. I haven't been able to give him my barber, but yeah, definitely need to do that tomorrow. Speaking of which, so yeah, man. So what's next for you, Lou? What do you got on deck? Like,
I'm about to put this Connected 2 out.
okay,
You know what I mean? I've been
sure.
actually working on it for 2 years.
okay,
You know what I mean? But one thing about putting a compilation together is kind of hard to get artists together all the time.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
no doubt.
And then I work with artists from all over the country, so it's like hard. It takes me a while to get some songs done sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
With the politics and everything,
Sure.
and then through working with artists, you deal with a lot of nigga moments.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you get songs done, and then you have nigga moments, and then you're like, I can't use this song no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all that stuff. So I've been dealing with some of that kind of stuff too, and making some adjustments. I know, even though they're good songs, politics-wise, I'm not going to use them.
No doubt.
You
No
know what I
doubt.
mean? So,
Well, if me and the boy Rax could bless the project, you already know, man. Let us know.
so the last 2 weeks, I was sitting down there with him,
Yeah.
going through it, listening to it,
Yeah.
helping him arrange it. You know what I mean? Just down the third. I got some shit.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah,
We ain't done yet.
But I just, yeah.
For
The
sure.
foundation is already there.
No
You know
doubt.
what I mean? The foundation is already there. Just,
Window dressing.
you heard it too?
No.
Okay, but you,
It's
okay.
my homie, man. I don't really know.
You already know, for
Yeah,
sure.
y'all got some stuff there, but
Yeah, yeah.
definitely I want to, help out with that too.
Yeah, for sure, man. You already know, bro. That's automatic.
So,
You got a question? Or? Yeah,
That's
well,
shit.
well, I do, man. We could do this shit all day. This is a regular conversation, like
Yeah,
we
for
just
sure.
shooting the shit. Oh yeah, for
pour me another shot.
Captain
Yeah, we
America
done.
now, nigga?
Yeah, man, in the captain's seat
What
today.
y'all think about
Oh, it's fire. I'm about to take another
Yeah,
shot
real
of it.
smooth, real
You know what I'm saying?
smooth?
Yeah.
Just,
Y'all got me
30
introduced
minutes
to
from
it.
now, just make sure you feel cool, you know what I mean?
No doubt.
Because it definitely will kick in on you.
Yeah, so talk a little bit about your experience at All Star Weekend, because we didn't make it. I wish we would have made it last
Well,
year, but
It was great, man. It was just, I did too much party. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like,
too much
Too
fun.
much,
you
a
get
lot too much.
you get like 6 months of planning,
Mhm.
and it went from we're doing it to we're not doing it to hey, can you still do it, and can you still make it happen, and not, you know what I mean? And then with it being in Cleveland, and Cleveland don't normally get it, my original plan that I had already put together, by the time they came back and said, can we do it again? All those artists were booked, and this was happening, and
Yeah.
politics, and it was
Yeah.
like it was a learning experience. You know what I mean? But it was
For
a
sure.
great experience to be a part of at the same time, because it's NBA All Stars, some corporate things.
And that
like,
shit don't come through Cleveland
no,
often at
it
all.
might not come through for another 20 years or something.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
So it was just great to be a part of it. I just hate that everything happened for a reason.
No
You know
doubt.
what I mean? It was the wake up call that I needed, because I had started. You get a liquor sponsorship.
So you going hard.
I'm going hard. I'm
Yeah.
partying. I'm drinking every day. Like, you know what I mean? And
Mhm.
it got to the point where I'm grabbing one of those, and every day it's done. You know what I mean?
Sheesh.
So I'm thinking to myself, like, it's nothing. Just it was the wake up call that I needed.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And the good thing about it is the events that we put together worked so good, and I had a good supporting cast. So when I woke up and wasn't where I wanted to be and needed to be somewhere, they still kept things going.
That's
You know what I mean?
That's a good
So
thing. For
It was
sure.
it was cool, But it was a learning experience, and I said I'm not really gonna like take that and say I'm mad it happened. I'm kind of glad I could be a spokesperson for it now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not proud of it. So
It's a learning experience.
It's a learning experience. So I'm glad to just be a spokesperson for it, and just teach people party responsible.
For
Party,
sure.
just do it responsible.
So
Have a plan. Yeah, learn your limits.
Yeah.
For sure.
No doubt.
And even then, you know what? Ain't no such thing as that, because your limits can be different today than they were yesterday.
You
know what I
absolutely
mean?
right
Based
about that
upon what
shit.
you ate, all that other stuff. So it ain't about learning your limits.
Shit
If
factors
you're gonna
in.
do it, just put a plan B together.
Be responsible.
Just be
with it.
responsible. That's all. That test of your limits is what got me there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
nigga playing A, B, C, and D.
For sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we spoke about the Makers Mark event that you had in Cleveland, the one that's going down to Columbus, May 12th. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. Do you see yourself doing an event at the Akron Art Museum? Because last weekend they had a charity ball. That shit looked like it was lit. And it looked like it's a dope venue for that type of event that you
Right.
put on. So
I seen that, and I've been approached about that. So I'm thinking about trying to put something together. And then, 330 just opened up, the Bronze spot.
Oh yeah, House 330.
House
That is
330,
right.
so
That'd be a
there.
dope spot to do it.
I haven't been there yet, but I heard they got some real nice event space in there, so I'm gonna start trying to put some stuff together there.
Yeah.
Right around the corner from the creek.
Hell yeah.
Stuff together there. There's been a lot of people like, yo, you doing all this stuff in Cleveland, Columbus. Let's do something for the city. So I want to try to do something special.
No doubt.
It's just like
it's limited.
So finicky. You know what I mean? They only support who they like to support.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I ain't never been that dude.
And
you know what I mean? So I honestly don't never. This might come back to hurt when I say this, but I honestly, when I do my everyday process of how I'm going to be successful today, I don't even think about the city.
You can't. You're limiting yourself. And the space.
I don't expect not one person from the city to support me to get me where I'm going to be, because it's always strangers that I meet that always embrace my ideas more than people that I be around for 30 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a city full of crabs in a barrel.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They don't want it. If it's not their ideas, it's not. They don't want to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's another reason why it's hard for me to work with a lot of artists from the city. I got a lot of people that I think is dope, but I just don't, you know what I mean, reach out to work with them, because one thing about doing features, artists don't treat them as their own.
Yeah.
Which is the stupidest thing in the world to me, because think about this. Most artists, especially working with me, most artists coming into this game don't have a budget.
Right.
When I do a record, I'm going to take it to radio if it's radio. I'm going to do all this other stuff. So when you doing a feature for somebody like me, why would you not get behind that record and support it?
Yeah.
You know, when you finally got a budget and all this other stuff that you don't even have for yourself.
Real shit.
You know what I mean? And I've had situations like that where it ain't my song, so he ain't no rapper, so why am I, you know what I mean? It's just different. So I just like, I support who support me.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? And
no doubt.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to say the city has not. You know what I mean? But you know how the city is.
Yeah, for sure. The city is full of haters, bro.
It is what it is,
People fuck with who they fuck with.
Full of a bunch of people who lack professionalism.
Yes.
Like, that's very important.
Oh, you want to have that conversation now?
Yeah. I mean, we can't, because I was
just that, man. You just got to have it.
Because I was just about to mention, we have limited spaces here in Akron to even hold such an event as the Maker's Mark thing. Like the Akron Art Museum and the House 330 is probably the only two fucking venues that's capable of holding something like that.
It's a couple, but like you said, it's not many.
It's not many. It's not enough. Yeah.
And then do we have a big enough community to support that, like, that's into art and that's into? I think Akron is into ratchet.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know, that's why there's other shows that can get 20, 30, 100, you know what I mean, shares.
Yeah, for sure.
Because this dude talking about the ratchet shit in the city. You know what I mean?
Positive shit get ignored.
Nah, they ain't. Anything that's trying to be about information or, you know, trying to help somebody build their next brand, whatever, it ain't about that. They really want to be about the mess. Akron's full of mess. So that's why I haven't really tried to do any of those type of events here at Akron, because I don't just see people supporting it.
I do believe, though, you being the person, because your energy is genuine, you know what I mean? You connected to a lot of people. And if you say you're doing something, there's a lot of people here that's going to come out and fuck with it. Mm-hmm. And then outside of that, you're going to have people come from Cleveland. You're going to have people come from Canton, Youngstown, all the little surrounding areas and shit that will come and fill the building up. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's on you to put the shit together. You know what I'm saying? But I would love to see that, bro.
I just got to make it make sense. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I just got to make it make sense because, like I said, this is something that I'm trying to do for years. You know what I mean? So I don't want to try to come up with this big event for Akron and then blow it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the process. So I want to make sure when I do it, Akron's going to be happy, brands are going to be happy, everybody's going to be happy. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It just got to make sense. Yeah. We in the city that's kind of shifting right now. You don't know where everybody's attention is right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a lot going on in the city.
It's a lot going on.
Yeah, man. They boarding up shit downtown in preparation for this Jalen Walker indictment verdict. Yeah, they're not going to indict them niggas.
They already prepared for the worst. You already know it's going to be even worse.
But honestly, after looking at all the evidence and the way they presented it, did y'all ever think there was going to be anything different?
Well, no,
I had hope, but I didn't really think that it
well,
was
I knew
going to be
there
anything
wasn't,
different.
and like you got people resigning, you got a labor shortage during the police force, so it's too many moving pieces at the same time.
Real shit.
You got a mayor like, yeah, I'm not about to. He didn't even run again because he's like, yeah, I'm not dealing with that
It's
shit.
too much.
I'll come back next term or something. But like, it's a whole lot of issues going on within the city nobody wants to touch. And you know, they talk about things that people in the city need to be talking about, need to know about, but they're not focusing on solving the problems that need to be solved before we can move forward. Because as long as that cloud is still hanging around the city, man, that bad energy is no good for anybody.
I honestly, my opinion on it is, it was like a very, very unfortunate situation that happened. You know what I mean? That if you really look at the evidence that they presented, they already presented evidence to make it where they're going to have a reason. It's going to be probable cause. You know what I mean? They're going to say he did a lot of things to get himself shot. You know what I mean? And then the number of times that you know that it basically, if you look at the number that they're reporting now, is like half of what they said it was originally.
They were saying it was 60. Now they're saying what, it's 30 or something like that.
Yeah, it's down to like 42 times. At one time, it was like 90 shots or something. You know what I mean?
Even so, like,
so it's just like really trying to scale it all the way down. So when they do produce this, it's gonna be like,
right.
Well, he did this, that to get himself shot, and then the fact that if I aim at you or turn around and you think I got a gun and you're there too, and we both have them, you're gonna empty yours. You're gonna empty yours because you don't know if I'm aiming at you. You don't know if I'm aiming at you. They're gonna present that type of
yeah,
stuff.
for sure.
Yeah,
even though we seen on video,
2-3 people reloaded.
Yep.
Yeah.
Therein lies the issue.
Yep.
And we seen this young man running away from them, and he got shot. He's on the ground, and they're still shooting him. He's clearly
that was
like,
the part. You know, when he's on the ground and everything, it should have been a ceasefire. But
no, but the whole thing is there was no malicious crime.
Nope.
I mean, you're saying that you fired a shot.
It's a victimless crime.
Like you're
like
everything that they're saying. Okay, I get it, but to say that damn near a year has went by, y'all haven't released the official statement, not the names of the officers, saying that they were on desk duty, which is the crime.
No, they out here.
Because how are you going to be on desk duty when you have a labor shortage within the city?
Exactly.
For the police force. So
right.
like, y'all miss me with that shit.
That's why they didn't release the names.
So and they still haven't released
nope.
an official statement. Like they release enough information so
clear.
When the time comes, they can make their case with the information that they let go.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's my point.
But they're,
you know,
they're still fighting
with the information that they presented the information to get them off.
They presented their
For
case.
sure.
They presented their case. You know what I mean? And there's not going to be an independent nothing that's going to find anything different than what they. You know what I mean? Because they're not going to allow it.
Well, no, because they voted on it.
Yeah.
But they're still like, you know, doing that politics, red tape shit to actually get the review board through.
But see, to get the review board through, by the time that they release this, the review board ain't even got a chance to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The
it's intentional.
situation is going to already be resolved.
It's already resolved by the time we get a review board.
So what do you think? How do you think Akron is going to respond to this?
Whew, I don't know with Akron, man. You would think every time you think it's going to be that, you get the total opposite. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm not going to encourage a bunch of violence or anything like that,
right?
Because it don't do no good
it's
for
not
nobody.
Gonna help. Yeah.
But you know what I mean? I think it's going to be a lot of opportunists. You know what I mean?
For sure.
People that's just got other agendas that they want to do, and this is the opportunity to do it.
Yeah, that's what makes things worse. Because usually the bad stuff that happens within the city never happens from the people from the city.
Yeah,
right?
people come here to do
and instigators to stir up shit.
I mean, I honestly, I don't just for anybody that's waiting for a miracle to happen out of that situation. I don't know what they're waiting on because it's writing been on the wall with that situation.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? So,
and we went to the protest last year around the time that it happened downtown, and Akron wasn't mad enough for me. Like Akron just wasn't mad enough to. This man got shot 60 times by the people that have sworn to protect and serve you. Like, and how is this justifiable? You don't shoot nothing 60 times. I don't give a fuck if it's a bear, lion, whatever. Man, no. You know what I'm saying?
Even people in the fucking firing squad that got shot less than 60 times.
Y'all watched that new Chris Rock special?
I did. I like Marlon Wayans.
Outrage.
I like Marlon Wayans shit better. But Chris Rock, I couldn't get into it.
I just brought that up because Akron suffers from selective outrage.
Yes.
You know
Totally.
what I mean?
Totally.
That's why I brought that up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was totally transparent here in Akron. You know, they get mad about this, but not about that, where you should truly be getting mad about this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But politically and what, you know, the media and the world tells you you're supposed to get mad about this now, you automatically do that just because the world tells you that's what you're supposed to do. But morally, you're really supposed to be mad about that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of selective outrage.
And Akron is a racist ass city in general. You know what I mean? Let's just be real about it. Racism was a healthcare crisis.
It is not just Akron, man.
It's all over the world.
Just remember, we are still a red state.
For sure.
Swing state too.
And it's like, I don't know, man. What do you think about this upcoming mayoral election? Do you think any of the candidates, because we had candidates come through, do you think that they're capable of changing things around or just improving the city in any form or fashion?
I got mixed feelings about that for real. Like, it's great to see so many people throwing their hat in now from our, you know, that we know, you know,
No doubt.
black people and everything.
No doubt.
And I just don't know, like, some of these people have had some controversial stuff happen to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just don't know if they're going to be able to secure enough votes. But I think with so many people running, the next time we'll be able to do it.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Because you're going to weed out who they can find this dirt on, that dirt, this, that, and the third. And then next time, that person will be able to, if we can unite, you know, get all those people together and unite, we can make it happen. Because Akron definitely needs, you know, most of the cities around in the country now have, you know, black mayors. You know what I mean?
Right,
Because
right.
most of the cities, inner cities, are predominantly, you know, black. You know what I mean? Or, you know, minority.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Somebody that can relate. And then you can't just have somebody that lives out in the suburbs come in and relate to the city's problems. You know
That's
what I mean?
the problem.
That's the biggest problem. You know what I mean? They can't relate to it at all. Even with the teachers, the officers, and everything. It's like if you had certain officers that was, if you put the officers from that hood in that hood, you wouldn't have a lot of that shit because you wouldn't have the misunderstandings.
It's a different level of care.
You know, we grew up together, bro.
Exactly.
You have an officer, bro.
Wouldn't be no police station.
It won't be none of that, bro, man. Get off the block, man.
Bro,
I see you, like,
nigga,
you know,
I know
man,
your mama.
I know what you're doing, man. Come on, chill out, man. I ain't gonna get you, but man, get out of here. You know what I mean? But if you got somebody that's just, he grew up over here, and all his life he been told, when you see this, there's only bad gonna happen off of this. As soon as he pulls up and sees a black person doing this, that, or the third, or
instantly
anything,
a criminal.
There's nothing else in his mind that could be happening good, only bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then you're only going to have bad interactions after that. There's no de-escalation. There's no nothing because he doesn't even understand what he's being approached with. You know what I mean? So if they start, even with the teachers and everything, you know what I mean? When you got a teacher that came from the inner city and she's in that classroom, she can probably handle those kids a lot better than somebody who's never been dealing with these type of kids. You know what I mean? So it's just they got to just figure it out and make it work a lot better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a different level of care when you actually know the motherfuckers who you dealing with.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Another thing that they need to do in schools, they need to bring back more counselors and stuff like that because a lot of these kids' situations at home ain't the best. So
absolutely.
That's a whole nother you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Kids in general ain't the best, man. They can be little assholes.
Yeah, this generation is really crazy.
The kids can be bad. The parenting can be bad. It's a lot on both sides.
It's a lot of factors.
It's a lot of factors. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of, you know, parents that are caught up with trying to be their friends instead of actually being parents.
That's the problem.
I seen a picture today of a female and her daughter dressed alike. They was dressed alike, had the same hairdo, everything, and they was both holding up the middle finger. You know
How old was the daughter?
The little daughter had to be about 6 or 7. You know what I mean? And the mama had to be about 23, 24. You know what I mean? But it's learned behavior.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's learned behavior. Like, you know, we wonder a lot of life ain't hard. We make it hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of people make it hard. I made it hard for myself at one point. We probably all have made it hard for
Yeah, because we
ourselves.
was all young at one point.
You know what I mean? But
you know what I'm saying?
it's a lot of stuff that we complain about that if we paid attention to what the root cause of it is, you wouldn't have to complain about it. You know what I mean? That whole picture just told me a whole story of how she's going to be raised unless somebody steps in and shows the mama something different. That's what
That baby ain't got no hope.
she ain't got no hope from that. You know what I mean? And then everybody's going to wonder at the end of the day what happened. That was the telltale sign when she was
Starts
6 years
in the
old in that
household.
picture right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To me.
I have a strong belief that the world would be a whole lot better if it wasn't so many people worried about the wrong shit.
And that's segues.
Like what somebody else thinks or who cares about what. Like, none of that shit matters.
That's a perfect segue into my next question, man. Random, but how do you feel about this Caitlyn and Angel Reese, Caitlyn Clark, Angel Reese thing? You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about the whole situation? Even the first ladies inviting Iowa as the runner-ups to still come to the White House and all that shit, man. Your spill on it.
It's when I was watching the Big Ten championship and I realized what was going on. You ever seen that movie, The Great White Hope?
Yep.
You know what I mean? They had the Great White Hype. You know what I mean? You already
Right.
heard about that?
Yeah, for sure.
The Great White Hope.
Yeah, yeah.
Basketball is dominated by minorities these days. You know what I mean? Every
For
once
sure.
in a while you will get. So she represents that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was watching the Big Ten championship, and I ain't never seen a female basketball player get as much press coverage as they did with Caitlyn. You know what I mean? She was just a poster. You know what I mean? But I'm watching her, and I'm like, damn, she actually balling.
She's nice.
She's nice. She warrants this. She warrants this.
Yeah,
So I'm like,
for sure.
okay, it's
nice.
warranted. You know what I mean? But then she ran up against that.
It's levels, man.
You know what I mean? There's levels to it. And then it was like she did all types of gestures during the Big Ten.
when she was
and all
winning,
that, you know what I mean? But it was cute. She's the innocent girl, and she just got beside herself, and she's feeling so much right now, so she did that.
Yeah.
That was the narrative.
Yeah.
But the moment Angel Reese did it, it was disrespectful because she did it to
A white girl.
You know what I mean? It was. She was supposed to be the one that bring it home.
Yeah, they pulled.
You know what I mean?
They're
She was
pulling
supposed
for
to bring
Iowa.
it home. You know, what I
yeah.
mean? She was supposed to like bring it home. Like we on top again. You know, they are so scared of being the minority.
And
Like,
it's,
You know what I mean? On
Adam
anything.
Morrison, Gonzaga.
and Adam Morrison wasn't shit. Jimmer Fredette wasn't shit. None of who was the last American-born white player that was like a superstar? Larry Bird. I mean, I can't really remember anyone.
My
after.
favorite point guard of our time, Mark Price.
Mark Price was a beast. I give him that. And then it's like Steve Nash, but he was Canadian.
He was a shooter.
Dirk was from Germany. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's most of the white boys that are beasts in the NBA, they come from another country. So they really wanted Caitlyn Clark to be the America's golden child.
She was about to get all types of endorsements, everything.
Cinderella.
She still gonna get it.
Yeah, for sure. She deserves it too. She's a fucking beast. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But
just to make it seem like she had did anything wrong.
yeah.
After there's so much footage of Caitlyn doing the same thing.
Yeah, doing the same shit, bro.
It just represented how quick they want to jump on that narrative.
And Angel Reese wasn't the only one who did. The whole team was doing that shit. The whole team
The
was doing
fact
that
that
to
she
Caitlyn Clark.
did it to her,
Yeah.
and then walked in and started pointing the way she did it, she shut her down.
It's being competitive. People need to, especially like in particular white folks. And I love my white friends and shit. I'm not racist or nothing like that, but there was a lot of snowflakes melting all over the fucking social media over what these girls doing. This is 50-year-old white men complaining about what these 20-year-old girls are doing on the basketball court. Like, pull your skirt down, get over yourself. Nobody cares about your feelings. We don't respect feelings. We respect champions. Angel Reese is a fucking champion.
Yep.
That's it. Losers don't get to tell winners how to celebrate victory. Since when has that been a rule? You should be humble. You should. Fuck that. We just won. We worked hard for this shit. We champions, nigga. Fuck y'all.
I was paying more attention to Flau'jae.
Yes. And that's crazy because that's Camouflage's daughter. And I fucked with Camouflage. God bless Camouflage. I was just getting into his music when he got killed, man. It caught me off guard, but that's dope that his daughter is.
She fire, bro.
Beast, bro.
You know what I mean? I had like,
and she could rap.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I listened to the Morning Hustle a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they did a segment about her like a couple weeks ago.
For sure.
So I got hip, and then like she actually can ball too.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you know, a lot of times, you know, if you on a sports team and y'all doing good, if you rap a little bit, you can still get into spots just because of you.
Yeah.
She got into the spots and delivered. Like, you know what I mean? Every time I seen her flowing, I'm like, I like her. You know?
She got bars.
Yeah, she got. But do you think it's going to be one of those things since she's known for basketball now, people will take her serious as an artist?
I think she's going to get her just due as an artist because of her popularity from basketball, and then people find out Camouflage was her pops, and they see Lil Wayne fucking with her and shit. So she's going to be okay in that department.
Go ahead.
But she might end up in the WNBA. It might be like, you know, fuck the music shit. I want to hoop. Or it might be the opposite. It might be the opposite. She might be like, but fuck hoop. I want to,
She can make more money in music than in the WNBA.
Yeah, because
do you think she got to make a decision?
I think the niggas working across the street at McDonald's might make more than the WNBA. I don't know. It's fucked up. But if her decision is, if it's financial, she'll probably turn to rap. But if it's just about the love and the passion for what she does, she might end up hooping. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Brittany Griner just did a year, damn near a year, in a Russian prison.
Yeah.
Over there trying to play ball because they wasn't paying her enough in the States.
Right.
Well, you know, we'll see what happens, man. These women are getting compensated. Is it fair? Is it not fair? That's not for me to decide. But all I can say is they're not dunking. They're not doing nothing crazy on the court.
Some is.
But how many women are dunking in comparison to the men in the league in the NBA?
I think it don't matter, man. Like,
it does, bro. People want to be entertained.
It's a level of skill.
Bro, exactly. Niggas don't want to see women missing layups and shit all game, bro. Like, the NBA is a different level game.
Men don't make up a majority of the country, bro.
I think it's like,
but they're more skilled at basketball.
The old Spurs, big fundamental. Wasn't nothing flashy about them.
Yeah,
it was just fundamental to motherfucker. That's what you're gonna watch when you're watching WA. A bunch of fundamental basketball. It ain't gonna be a bunch of flashy
just passes, bounce passes.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why they needed this to hype that up. They need this rivalry in college. Hopefully, they both go to the WNBA and continue to ride, or maybe they end up on the same team. Who's to say? You know what I'm saying?
Motherfuckers support the WNBA like Akron supported.
Real shit. But I'm saying the WNBA doesn't really give you anything to be excited about, bro. Like, they don't have a LeBron James in their league. They don't have a dynasty like Golden State Warriors and shit. They don't have a Coach Pop and all of that shit, bro.
No more Cheryl Swoops. Who gonna get the next name?
They're getting compensated based off of the revenue they bring in, bro.
When the last time you went to a WNBA game?
I've never
been. Exactly, bro. I've been to several NBA games.
You know, it's all about anything about entertainment. It's all about putting bodies
in the stands.
You know what
and
I mean?
Viewers. So how many games?
If you go to a WNBA game, you might have a section where they'll make y'all all sit together so it looks good for the TV.
Yeah.
But if you flip the camera angles,
it's empty as fuck, bro.
You know what I mean? It's just not supported. So all this stuff that's going on now is actually been real good for it. So it might bring
exactly.
Some, interest back into it. But for a while, there was no names or anything to make it,
Candace
exciting.
Parker was like the last thing that had the WNBA exciting, and
Cheryl Swoops and Lisa Leslie, that was a long time ago.
And even then, the views and shit wasn't like that.
You had Diana Taurasi, you got.
But how many seats? How many asses were in seats about them women though, bro? How many views were they getting niggas watching their games, bro? Even their finals.
Brittany didn't stay in long. I mean, Brittany, she didn't even stay in for too long, did she?
She
been there for a minute. But even their finals, like, nobody cares to watch that shit, bro. I'm keeping it real. I don't even know.
Right.
Like, niggas ain't checking for that. But niggas know in every June the NBA finals is coming.
Right. So that's why I think this was good for women's basketball this year.
Start when the NBA ends.
Yeah, because they're trying to help the WNBA by not viewing games during the same season as them.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. But like I say, man, people don't support. Like, I guess what's the most supported women's sport? Probably like gymnastics. Maybe.
Gymnastics or soccer, probably.
Yeah. And soccer, and that's because that's a worldwide sport. But like the women's
tennis,
women's national
Serena
team
Williams
like
had
dominant. Like
tennis.
women's sports in America, period,
Yeah.
dominate the world. But they don't get their due, man. Like it's not enough support.
Right.
Like
I'm keeping it real,
say,
bro.
Like people say this, they make the same argument that you make, but you got to actually be there, or
Nigga,
you got to actually look.
I don't
and watch
see
the
none of these
games,
women
man.
doing what LeBron is doing. I don't see none of these women doing what Cristiano Ronaldo is doing. I don't see, like, they're not as talented as the men are. And it's not being disrespectful, bro. It's just they don't run as fast, they don't jump as high, they're not as athletic. Like it's levels, bro. It's the reason why niggas ain't tuning into
They're
that shit.
women, dude. They're not supposed to be.
Exactly.
Men.
So you have to be compensated based off of your performance and can you bring people to come see you?
Okay, well, the women's national team was winning the World Cup the past few times, but the men's ain't even fucking qualified.
Did you watch
go
it?
To the final.
So-
Did you watch it?
The women's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not many people did.
If you did a poll right now
that
of the
was-
people of your
that's
viewers
what's
and
wrong.
everything right now, and you say World Cup, without mentioning the sport that the World Cup represents, most of your viewers wouldn't even know what you're talking
Exactly.
about. You know what I mean?
But
That's
you say,
the problem.
but if you say World Series,
You're right.
niggas gonna know exactly what the fuck you're talking
No, the
about.
World Series, like the viewership been going down and down and down.
But it's still more than any women's fucking sport,
Right.
regardless if it's on the decline or not, bro.
I
It's
mean,
a
they
fact.
I say that national championship game with the women's is like in what top 5, 10 viewed events during that time.
I'm
No,
not sure.
during that time.
This one was
This year.
Yeah, this year.
This year.
No,
was big.
I think they
In
it
the
was
past,
more than
Bro,
the
it's just
Super Bowl.
April.
Yeah.
It's just April.
I know,
We
but it
haven't
was
seen the
much more than
finals.
the Super Bowl, the NBA finals.
It was big this year.
It was.
The NBA finals haven't happened this year, bro.
Has been going on.
The NBA finals haven't happened yet this year.
Yeah, but that was big this year. It was
Yeah,
big.
it was
I've
huge.
seen a lot. This was the first year I seen people actually talking about it on Facebook and everything. It was huge.
Exactly.
'Cause
The
it was
first
something to talk
year,
about.
bro.
Yeah, this was the first
How
time.
long has
Yes.
women been in sports, bro? And this is the first time niggas is talking about women hoops and how long. Like, I don't even remember last time niggas even mentioned women hoops, bro.
Right.
They gave them a reason to watch. Maybe now they can take this momentum and move forward with it. But as of right now, the sport, bruh, why drive this Honda when I can hop in this Ferrari? The NBA is a Ferrari. The WNBA is a Honda, bro. They blowing layups and shit and shooting. They're not really dunking like that. It ain't no crazy ass crossovers and shit.
I
Like,
watched a couple games.
I watched plenty of games to know.
It be some shit though.
Bro.
You'd be surprised though.
These women are nicer than you give them credit.
But is any woman in the WNBA nicer than LeBron James or Steph Curry or anybody
But
who's a
you-
top
like,
talent
you
in the
talk about-
WNBA?
you
talking
in the
about
NBA?
somebody.
You talk about
somebody
elite,
6'8", damn near
you know what I mean?
270, bud.
And this is
You
the
talk about
point.
Women that would never
That's
be
why
able
you
reach
want to
those
watch it.
sizes or that
Those
type
size
of
and that type of athleticism, man.
ever.
Exactly. They lack. Didn't I just say that? They lack the athleticism.
Now,
It's levels.
What you mean? I can't reach that type of athleticism.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So you're not going to reach that paycheck either.
Physically impossible
Is it?
unless you were born a man and decided to become a woman to do the things that a man can do.
And that's why it's physically impossible for them to get the same paycheck that a man is getting for playing the same sport.
So since we on this topic, I
performance.
want to switch it to
But like
something real
just to
quick.
say, like the women's national team,
If I can.
they should make more money than the men's because the men ain't won shit in years. But women were the face of U.S. soccer. Come on, man.
There is not a women's soccer league today, though. Because when they had the women's soccer league, niggas wasn't coming. Niggas wasn't watching. They still have the MLS. Is still thriving. Full of men. You know, Ohio has two teams. Did you know that? We got a Cincinnati football club and we have the Columbus Crew. Yeah. We don't have a women's team because they don't support it. It sounds good. It's cute when you say, oh, yeah, women's in here. But when it comes to actually watching this shit and supporting it, it's like, I'll pass.
Not enough support.
I'm just being real.
It is. It is.
No disagreements there.
It's even a negative stigma with being a soccer mom.
Exactly. The soccer van, the soccer mom.
It's all negative. It's a negative stigma.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just crazy. But since we talking about that though, and we're gonna jump back into music,
For sure.
there's a lot of people that feel the women are running the music game right
On what terms?
now. As far as
Or what genre? Like what?
the rap game, as far as marketability, as far as radio play, airplay, everything.
I'm gonna put a pause on that. Is there a female rapper outselling Drake right now, or a female rapper outselling, let's say,
I'm not sure as far as outside.
Lil Baby right now, or
if you listen to the radio,
Payola.
You'll hear Glorilla.
Mm-hmm.
You'll hear
Who put her on?
Shibuya Roll Call. You'll hear whatever the hell that is. I can't
That
even
brown
tell
booty hole shit that the hoes be talking about.
You'll hear Coil Ray, and you'll hear two different versions of that song.
Yeah.
100 times. You'll hear it's pretty much dominated by females.
But we can count how many females are on the radio. We can't even really count the men that are still getting busy on the radio. Like, they're doing their thing. They're probably doing more numbers than women have ever done in hip hop. But to say they're just dominating, niggas ain't buying women's music. Women ain't even buying women's music. They listen to the shit.
The only reason why I even entertain that argument, because I've seen it true on Speaker platform.
Yeah.
We do they do the Indie Tuesday show, and every week they pick a winner.
Yeah.
All of the repeat winners,
women,
have been females. Each week, multiple wins. You might get a male song on that wins 1 or 2 weeks.
For sure.
We got some females that have won 8 weeks in a row. Stuff like 6 weeks in a row, 4 weeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Most of the repeat winners have all been female songs, and I seen this come up. Like, I think Saweetie had made a topic. About same topic.
Women was gonna be running, and then Sweetie dropped the album and sold 5,000.
I'm gonna say I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say I agree right now. Yeah. I'm gonna say females are making more marketable music than men right now.
I agree with that because a lot of these women just want to hear about women being prostitutes, because it's that time, bro. Because we had our time with Too Short was talking about the pimping shit,
right?
So now it's the other side of the spectrum. Now it's the women talk about the prostitution and nigga gotta have a bag to fuck with me and the stripper music.
I don't like the message.
I don't either.
But I just see that it's all about influence, right?
Yeah.
And who's more influential? Men or female?
Man, niggas is gonna want to do what the women are doing.
I would just say, as a man, you don't want to do what I'm doing.
Nope.
I don't want to do what you're doing.
Exactly.
You don't want to do what he's doing. But there's a lot of females
that want to be like another female.
They want to be just like that other female.
Yep.
And there's like Cardi B, she represented, to me, it wasn't about her talent. She represented the everyday minority female.
And that's why she won.
Broke free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There were so many females that could relate to her story and how she lived her life.
And her personality, being on the reality show and shit.
I used to dance and I used to show my body and I can do all this other stuff. Yeah. And niggas is tricks because niggas.
It's tricks.
That was the lifestyle of more females than what Beyonce represents at this point.
Real shit. And that's why Beyonce is making ratchet music. You know what I'm saying? Because she's trying to get that crowd.
Now she's trying to talk about roll up and all types of other stuff now.
And that's why Chloe Bailey is such a talented and beautiful woman. She dropped the album and y'all probably don't even know, and that shit flopped. It sold about the same amount of Sweetie, and she just dropped like last week because when she came out with her music, with her sister and shit, do it. That's just how it. Like, it was some catchy, more so. Okay, this is for the girls, and you know what I mean, and more empowering type of shit. And now she's trying to get a ratchet audience. But you already sold yourself as this girl that's empowering and making these fucking Walt Disney friendly records.
Oh no, that's her sister on the Walt Disney shit.
When I'm talking about the song they made together, and that's what led to people saying now, like, if you're trying to do ratchet music, we not really buying into that because we heard you initially like this. So now you're gonna turn it into that. Niggas ain't really buying it. As fine as she is, as talented as she is,
should have stuck to acting, baby.
Yeah, she can still go back to that.
I just look at it as, sometimes you gotta do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and everything.
For sure. As an artist, you definitely have to.
Be well-rounded and all that. You know what I mean? But as far as the way the game is right now, I just think it's more about being catchy.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
The men are stuck, especially locally. It's more focused on being hard and catchy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even the females. Like,
talking about
the blicky and everything else. You know what I mean? It's like, it's cool to be hard. That's what people like. But you still got to do them 5 or 6 songs that you on some catchy shit.
It needs to be catchy and relatable. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody in the world ain't hard.
Everybody ain't hard. I tell people that I manage, you gotta focus on making songs for the everyday listener too.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You got the girl that wakes up every day. She ain't never sold dope. Ain't never dated a dope dealer. Don't want to do none of that shit. You gotta make records for her too.
Because
you know what I mean?
What's going on with you? Amani in the building.
You know what I mean?
It's more people struggling than there are people
Yes.
well off.
Yes, sir.
So you
Yes,
got to
sir.
be able to relate to people that are struggling.
And that's why Cardi B was able to take off the way she did.
And it's crazy because she hasn't dropped an album in 5
She
years
ain't
now.
got to. She
Hey,
built
that's
a
what I'm
brand.
saying.
She built a brand.
She's been living
She built a brand.
off of
That
just
Bodak
her brand.
Yellow still go in the clubs, and it's
Oh, yeah, you play it
still
to this
causing
day, it's gonna
domestic
go.
violence.
Cause she kept it so
She's
real.
dropped singles since then.
She kept it so real. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It was like, I just went from here to here, but I'm about to tell y'all about this journey from here. You know what I mean? Even when she got to talk about fix my teeth, and I hope you hoes know it ain't cheap.
It's
You know
being
what I mean?
real. It's
That was real as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, before, wasn't nobody ever said no shit like that. You know what I mean? It's like,
real shit.
if my teeth was fucked up, I ain't gonna talk about it. But she said it.
And then,
You know
you
what I
know,
mean?
when the Meg Thee Stallion comes out, she takes it a step further, you know?
She need to fix them.
But this isn't nothing new. As far as us, maybe for the new generation, they feel like this is some new shit. But we heard Little Kim back in 94, 95, 96 and shit. That shit she was doing back then. And females is just now catching up, and it's becoming cool.
It's a movement now.
But that's why I respect Kim so much, because she was doing that shit when it wasn't cool. She bit the bullet.
Lil Kim started that shit.
I remember seeing her on interviews getting grilled. Like, I think she was on like Ricky Lake show or somebody, and the whole audience is just grilling her. She's sitting there just taking it like it's nothing. And she's like 22 at the time. Like,
I think the difference between Little Kim and the girls of today, they got the same message, but Lil Kim was coming from a girl coming from the hood that was being used by the niggas. You know what I mean? These girls now are trying to turn using the niggas.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that's the difference. You know what I mean? Everybody knew Biggie treated her like total shit. She was doing, you know what I mean, everything just to be accepted. Now they can talk about all these niggas is my tricks. You know what I mean? And that's a lot of these females' fantasy.
And
You know
then
what I
you
mean?
hear,
Have a nigga spending money on them and this, that, and the third.
but it's kind of a catch-22
They reverse
because then you got
shooting
the,
in the game right now.
but you kind of got the city girls, like old girls. She talking about Diddy pissing on her and shit. So it's kind of like,
That was her exposing too much that she wasn't supposed to expose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That put the city girls down.
yeah,
10 points. You know
for
what I mean?
sure.
Just even with Glorilla talk about she want niggas to nut on her food and all that stuff.
Yeah,
That's just these females just exposing too much.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
But, you know, and then sex is just what it is these days. So they
For
just
sure.
talk about
It
it.
is
That's
what it is. And like I said, I can appreciate it because I remember listening to them Too Short records back in the day, and he talking about bitch and I'm a pimp and all this and this and that and the third. So now it's time for us to hear the other side of the story from the fucking hoes. You know what I'm saying? Let them tell their story. I ain't mad at it. I ain't knocking it.
But if you think about it, it was like if you do the whole thought process on the whole thing, why did a female ever need a man to sell her body?
You said why what?
Why did a female ever need a man to sell her body?
Men make more money.
Nah, but
No,
a
why
woman
she
has
ever-
the actual
why
vagina
did he
though.
ever need her? Why did she ever need
Him to sell her body.
to sell her body?
You have the vagina.
Why
It's
did
not
she,
his.
Why did she go out and sell her body and then bring the money back to him?
I get it. It's for protection. I understand that.
It wasn't about the protection. It was
Like, for
about
instance,
lack of knowledge. It was about
That too.
That's
a combination of it all.
There is more
You know what I mean?
young
It's a
women
vulnerable-
than it
Or
is
was
men.
it
So
was
if
it
it's
extra knowledge? Because I know I can't handle 20 or Dro or DC. I can't beat that
but
ass.
You need a nigga
I
to
gotta
handle
be able to
them.
pull that strap.
But-
I gotta get to it first.
But
Like,
Or have somebody who you can trust that's going to
right.
make sure you
So that's
protect it.
why
I
how many
get that.
situations do you think the pimp actually had to bust in the door and save the hoe?
A lot. Probably more than what we think.
Probably, but not too many. You got so many of these motherfuckers that just want to go home. They ain't happy at
trying to
home.
go home.
Yeah, they just trying to
go
bust that
home to
nut.
their wife.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The woman don't need a man to do that for real.
Real
it
shit.
was just a lack of self-esteem.
That too.
You know
for
what
sure.
I mean? Just in our whole community period, we learned it. Our parents didn't know what we know now. Our parents went through a lot of bullshit because they didn't
Yeah.
know.
And I
You
can't
know what
fault them for not giving us knowledge that they didn't know.
Because they didn't know.
Yeah.
We wouldn't put up there with that shit. Just like slavery.
Yeah.
What average black person today would ever dealt with that shit? It would have been a fucking revolt.
Real shit.
You know what I mean? It was
Times
just
is different.
your confidence in yourself comes with knowledge.
Yeah.
We are a lot smarter now. Women are a lot smarter than they were before. I don't
sure.
need this motherfucker to do this. You know what I mean?
It's more
So that's
of
just about
them.
like knowledge.
It's more of them than it is us, and it's more of them having these conversations together. Fuck that nigga.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
He ain't shit.
It was just a woman's renaissance to start realizing, like, I can do this too.
And I'm happy for that because for a while, man, it seemed like, I don't know, women, well, I'm not going to say all women, but a lot of women got comfortable with just being under a man. I'm glad to see women step out, get their own bag, do their own shit, talk shit back to a nigga. Hi, you got a bag? Nigga, I got a bag too, nigga. You ain't impressing me.
Everybody was designed to be with somebody. Just don't develop that, I don't need a man.
Yeah,
it's cool to feel like, I'm gonna settle. I ain't gonna settle for the wrong one.
But everybody needs somebody.
Everybody needs one.
For
and
sure.
Then when you start having kids, they need to see that too.
Yes, they need to see, and
you know what I mean. They need to see both sides.
As far as the black families, they need to see more mothers and fathers being together and actually raising the kids together. More married couples and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's movie stuff in the black community.
You
don't
is.
See it on movies. You know what I mean?
You don't really see it often.
You got them 2 or 3 families that the mama and the daddy was there. Like when I was coming up, I had a couple friends that mama and daddy lived together, but for much, everybody lived with their mama or grandma.
And I thank God I was blessed to have both parents in my household.
Yeah, me too.
But most of my friends didn't. Even my white friends, bro. Like it wasn't just a black thing. Even my white friends, a lot of them didn't have both parents in the household. They either live with their mama or live with their daddy.
In my hood, I think it was probably 1 or 2 when I was growing up. You know what I mean? That had the mama and the daddy. You know what I mean? And we all, most of the dudes, and little boys in the neighborhood, we all tried to learn from the daddy that was still in the house because none of our daddies was around.
Real shit.
You know what I mean? We just seen that was the only example of what we seen.
Do you think I mean it's pretty obvious, but do you think that when young black men in particular, are raised in a household without a father, do you think like they turn to the streets? The first thing that they can attach themselves to give them that, to fill that void a little bit.
It's definitely there, and then the streets gonna make sure that happens. You know what I mean? Because most little boys don't want to be considered lame, soft, this, that, and the third. So the streets is automatically gonna tell you gotta be this type of person.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then if daddy ain't there to tell you the difference between this and that, and then you keep seeing your favorite rapper representing that, or whatever you get into, you know what I mean? It's easy to get sucked into the streets if you ain't got no daddy.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? That's why even with females, it's even worse for females.
Yeah, I swear it is.
You know what I mean? You can tell as a man, when you approach a woman and you start trying to date her or whatever, if she was raised with a daddy or not.
Yeah.
Because it's just certain shit she ain't going to allow.
Yeah.
You even try to pull if she was raised with her daddy, because her daddy taught her about that man. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. So
for sure.
Definitely. I think it's even bigger with women.
I agree. I totally fucking agree. We have our resident artist over here. She's sketching. She's drawing a character of you. She's gonna expose him at the end.
My character's be coming out the funniest, so I can't wait to see this one.
She fired with that shit, like, and she's quick.
I got some features, so man, I'm like, man, that's another reason why I stay behind the scenes. I don't like taking pictures, none of that. I'm like, man, you see the face I was making over here, bro?
She was at Speaker Leakers like last week.
I seen that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. So as far as the podcasting thing, do you see yourself getting back more involved with the Speaker Leakers, or are you comfortable with doing what you're doing?
I'm comfortable with it. Certain situations, I be like, I'm just gonna pop up and go do it.
For sure.
Because I just kind of miss it a little bit sometimes, and just like, okay, my time away, maybe I learned some stuff, this, that, and the third, that I might want to incorporate back. Like, I'm going to go do one tomorrow.
For sure.
I ain't did one in a long time. They're going to interview one of my guys from the base, so I'm going to go do one tomorrow.
Yeah. Got to stay in the loop. Yeah, got to stay in the loop, my nigga.
You know what I mean? Yeah, y'all started it. You know what I mean? Y'all got me back. So,
man, for sure.
This is my first time I spoke since my DUI.
That's crazy.
I just wanted to stay off the scene and just rebuild myself in a positive message. I ain't want to be seen smoking, drinking, all that. This dude just a drunk. He show up with bottles, you know what I mean? So this is my first time on camera.
That's what's up.
Since my DUI.
Hey, I appreciate you pulling up.
We always got a bottle, damn it.
Always. When we do it right now, it's light, man. I just appreciate you even pulling up, bro. Like, it's,
you already know.
You know what I'm saying?
Social sipping session.
Yeah, this ain't even an interview. This is just a kick it. Like, we shoot the shit.
Sir.
Yeah, man. Talk a little bit about Columbus. Your connection in Columbus. Your connections, plural, in Columbus, man.
Just my family. You know what I mean? That's my brand. I'm well connected. I just started saying that because, like, I did a lot as a child, coming up, sports, entertainment. When shit got bad, I had to jump to the streets. You know what I mean? So I'm connected to a lot of different shit, and I just found a way to put it all together. You know what I mean? Like, so when the companies call me and say, "Hey, we need Columbus," but we won't. Their word is multicultural. They don't want to say the black community.
Yeah.
They say
Multicultural.
The first thing I think of is the streets. You know what I mean? Who's drinking Reposado tequila in the street in any city? Us.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So I gotta tap into my street connects.
for sure.
What's the the happening spots in Columbus? Where everybody go? Where do we go? You know what I mean? So it's great to have family members. And like Rose Gold Racks, he's not my family member,
But he's family.
he's my family member. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like you know what I mean? And then he's got a whole section of Columbus to himself. Like you know what I mean? They call him Reynoldsburg Reek.
Bruh,
You know what I mean?
it fucked me up when I went out with him, man. We went to Starlito and Don Tripp's show in Columbus last year, and it seemed like every nigga in the club knew him. Like we walking around the club with our smoke and our shots and shit, just trying to maneuver a little bit, and everybody, "What's up, Rax? What's up, Rax? What's up?" This nigga shook hands with everybody in the fucking club.
Yep.
So yeah, man, that's
So when they ask me, like, I'm like, say less. Well connected. I just call my peoples again. I don't have to actually do the work.
yeah.
I just call down there, figure out what's going on, and then I come back home and put it together in my mind of how we need to execute. You know what I mean?
And that's a
now,
plug.
Now is the opportunity for me. It's an opportunity for the brands to do what they need to do, but now it's also an opportunity for my family in that space, in that city, to do what they need.
Real shit.
You know what I mean? So that's the beauty of it.
That's a real plug right there, y'all.
You know what I mean? That's what I set out to do. It's not really about me. If anybody ever followed my journey through the whole music thing, I've always invested in other people's career. People have told me it was time to tell my own story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And especially out of Akron now, people don't do that. You know what I mean? You don't get people like taking their money, investing in your studio time, investing in your travel, investing in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just don't get that. And me being a manager, that's not even what managers do.
That's not what managers do.
You know what I mean? I was just believing in people that much,
Yeah.
and saying, okay, I'm gonna show you how much I believe you. I'm gonna invest my time, my money, and my effort, and my resources into it too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just need you to go just as hard as I'm going. You know what I mean?
For sure. The city like Akron needs individuals like you.
We had a whole lot.
Yeah, for sure.
We had a whole lot, but there was so many people that just did it the wrong way. Everybody got burnt out, so now don't nobody want to invest in it anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like, even with me today, I be trying to present a whole blueprint of what I think a person's career needs.
Yeah.
And then people kind of pick and choose the parts that they think fit. And you cannot do that. You know what I mean? You got to do the whole thing. Like, even when I used to coach football. I coached football for 15 years.
Okay. Who you coach for?
I coached at Northwest Hawks and at Firestone High School.
Okay.
My last 5 years, I was at Firestone High School.
Yeah.
So I used to always tell my kids, like, if I call a play and everybody do what they're supposed to do on that play and that play don't work, I know it's a bad play. But the moment I call the play and I see such and such didn't block his man, I think that play didn't work
Because of that.
this motherfucker didn't block his man. And I'm going to call that play again because you didn't block your man. And I'm thinking,
Next time,
if you do, everybody do what they're supposed to do. But the moment I see everybody did what they were supposed to do, and then it didn't work, now I know that's not a good play no more.
Back to the drawing board.
Let's go. We got to draw up something different because everybody doing what they're supposed to do, but nobody ever. That's the problem with Akron. Nobody's totally sticks to the whole script. They only want to adapt their parts.
Get the freestyle.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Get to freestyling and try to leave out the key elements. One thing the military taught me was pay attention to detail.
For sure.
That's what made the Maker's Mark event what it was. Attention to detail. Thinking about everything that can go wrong and making sure it don't go wrong. You know what I mean? Thinking about everything that anybody can hate on and make sure they can't hate on.
Box
you know what I mean?
checking.
Attention to detail.
Yeah.
You know, don't try to say, well, I paid for this, I paid for that. I ain't really got to do this. I can do this myself. No, go fire a professional to do everything you can that you need to do so you can relax for that night.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's what life has taught me. You know what I mean? When you try to start cutting corners, when you don't go with the full script, you're only gonna get a certain amount of the product. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
if you go all the way into it, I've been going hard. Like I said, I got a plan and I'm just executing, and I'm gonna find out if it works. It's been working for me.
You
know
get
what I
back
mean?
what you put into it, man, and you go
The
hard.
moment I start trying to, I could have said, okay, I'm gonna plan Maker's Mark Art and Soul from Cleveland, from Akron. I'm gonna do it, make a bunch of phone calls. I got people in Columbus. I'm gonna make a bunch of phone calls. I didn't do that. The last month, what I do? Went and lived in Columbus. Made sure I met the right people. Made sure I know exactly what's gonna go on.
Yeah.
So when it happens again, it's gonna be just as smooth as Columbus was. And I want the nation. I want the whole nation doing art and soul.
For
You know what I mean? And I want you to say, hey, you've shown us that you will invest your own money. You will go out and do your own reconnaissance and figure out exactly what's going on in these cities to make sure it's going to be successful. Find the right people to partner with. You know what I mean? So that's just that's the difference with me.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
I could definitely tell you paid attention to detail just from, I hate to keep droning in on it, but the last event in Cleveland, like, we've never been to no shit like that, personally. But
Really?
with the cracker trays and fucking art and the R&B artist painting as she's singing. Shout out to Lacey Talley. She's dope.
She's dope, though.
Like, it was just
scale casual.
real shit. Like, it was, Nick, my mind was blown, but it wasn't like over the top. Like, it's just crazy. There's so much shit going on. It was just like,
This
it's
is
so
where I'm supposed to
elegant.
be.
Yeah, like,
where I'm supposed to be.
it's crazy.
I just wanted to provide a vibe.
And it was a vibe.
Just wanted to provide a vibe.
Yeah,
That's what everybody's about now, providing a vibe, you know, something you can relax. You ain't got to worry about, damn, we got to get out of here before this motherfucker gets tricked or anything.
Yeah.
You know, and through that event, it was a great event, but it kind of humbled me and made me sad about some shit.
Why is that?
Because it's like me realizing where I'm at in my life now, there's a lot of people that I took this journey with that I'm not going to be able to include with me.
Yeah.
Just because of that, niggas want to be hard instead of creative. I can't bring y'all to these corporate events. I got to go find an artist. I had to go search for Frank West.
Right.
I felt like
Right.
that money that Maker's Mark paid me to pay an artist should have been a nigga that I've been working with for years.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Easy
There was
money.
not one that I've been working with for years that could have fit into that space.
Not even on R&B side?
Not one that I could.
Damn.
Even on the R&B side, you felt like you didn't need me and you did this old fuck shit or whatever. You know what I mean? So no, I don't. I can't. You know what I mean? All that. I just started thinking like this. This is supposed to be an opportunity for somebody that I've been working with for a long time,
Yeah.
and I had to go find somebody that I was a fan of to present it. You know, so it was a humbling moment.
Find somebody that's gonna stick to the plan.
So at the same time, you know what I mean?
You got the right individuals, though, 'cause that shit was...
And that's the humbling part about it. It's like, okay, you can't. A lot of people will just try to put all their people on,
Yeah.
and you didn't pick the wrong team now.
Mm-hmm.
That event ain't gonna be right. You gotta pick the people that fit the event.
For
You know
sure.
what I mean? So that was it was like a thing that hit me. Like I said, because I've dedicated so much of my time and life trying to get other people to their goals,
Yeah.
and it's like, damn, this would have been a prime opportunity to get a lot of these people where they, you know what I mean, the exposure they needed, but I couldn't involve them.
So let me play devil's advocate or God's advocate, because if we were to have Maker's Mark Art and Soul event in Akron, what R&B artists do you have in mind that you might reach out to? I mean, I want to spill no beans just in case it does happen, but just hypothetically.
We really lack a lot of true R&B artists, honestly.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And then like I said, when I did the Cleveland thing, I started asking everybody when you think of R&B in the city, soul in the city, who do you think of? So, I mean, it's hard. It would have to be like Smigs or somebody.
He was going to be the first one that came
even though
to mind.
Smigs, I haven't heard a lot about him lately, but
Yeah.
he's the person that you think of when you think of Akron and you think of R&B and just that third.
He's been hosting the R&B events at the Civic too, so
Okay.
yeah, it would make sense.
Man.
Okay.
He be staying behind the scenes now.
Okay, so that's why.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean, see,
Exactly.
But that's the person I would thought
He
of,
will
you know
pop
what I mean?
out, but on the female side, I can't even really.
On the female side,
Brooke Melody.
Brooke Melody
Very
is
much.
fire. You're absolutely
I-
right. You just said Brooke.
Mhm.
She's good. Yeah. If you do the event in Akron, you should reach out to her. She's fire. I'm not gonna lie.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Play the piano and everything.
I'm hip.
Yeah, but
You know what I mean? It's just like
it got to be the right.
R&B
thing.
has just took a back seat so much. It's hard to really, you know what I mean? Unless you in that space, or if you really connected to that person, you don't even know their work.
Because even R&B is more like hip hop now. It's like, you know, it's connected. Like
Even
Great
they,
music.
the lines are blurred.
are y'all
Yeah.
familiar with the guy Kofi?
Kofi, yeah,
I didn't know
we
about
interviewed
Kofi.
him.
I didn't know about Kofi until Art and Soul.
He's a beast.
You know what I mean?
Interviewed.
We
So-
interviewed him at the Art and Soul, but I've been watching him on the Apollo nigga.
No, I mean, I got here after that. You know what I mean? Like, okay,
Yeah, yeah.
you know what I mean? I didn't know. You know what I
He's a
mean? Because
beast.
it's just not it's not like highlighted anymore.
Yeah, it's not.
You know
And
what
it's
I mean?
unfortunate. And he's not even a singer. He just plays R&B music. You know what I mean? But he's super talented.
Right, the vibes. You know what I mean? It's all
Yes.
about vibes. When it comes to that R&B, soul, everything is about the vibe.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You don't have to be the best singer or anything these days. It's about just the vibe you provide.
man. I like I said, I hate to drone in on it, but I would really love for you to put together an event here at the fucking Art Museum or House
I
330.
told you I've been getting pressure. Like, you ain't been doing enough in Akron. Then you gonna do it too?
No, I'm not saying you ain't doing enough for Akron. It's only a certain amount of shit you can do for Akron. You know what I'm saying? But I would just love to see you at least attempt to put on the event here.
I would say,
Because we would come for sure.
I would say for everybody that has a vision
Mhm.
for something like that in Akron, let's put it together. Because
Let's do it.
I'm not the guy that has to be the vision. I just got to be the one that takes it and makes it happen.
Yeah.
I can take your vision if it's a good enough vision and make it happen. You know what I mean? So if you see something that strongly, let's go.
My
Let's
homegirl
do it.
Sequoia Kendrick, shout out to her, man. She has an art space. What is it? The 1847 art gallery right there. It's right by where the old Micklebees used to be.
Okay.
It's called Mercedes now.
Oh, right, Mercedes, right.
Yeah, she has an art gallery there. It's a dope space, man. It's kind of a smaller space, but
But that kind of
It could
space
work.
over there is
It's intimate.
It's dedicated for that kind
for
of stuff.
sure, it's
You know what I mean?
intimate space. You know what I mean?
Vibe.
Yeah. So you know, just
Kinda
throwing it
like
out
us
there.
in our little tiny corner of town.
Yeah, no,
Like I said,
Putting together.
let's sit down and put it together.
Man,
You know what I mean?
absolutely,
Even with me, I did songs with Dro.
for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My vision when I'm putting records together, a lot of times is to be like, even with for the record I did with Dro, I had did a song with Sonny from New York.
New York.
Now Sonny was y'all watch 106 Park.
Oh, yeah.
Did y'all ever see Freestyle Friday?
Freestyle Friday.
Sonny,
He won.
Jermaine Dupri came out and signed him right
Yeah.
there, this, that, and the third. I did a song with Sonny, and it was hip hop. You know what I mean? And I grew up straight. I got an appreciation for hip hop, but I'm more of rap. I feel like there's a difference between hip hop and rap. I'm on West Coast rap.
Yeah.
You know what
yeah.
I mean? But when I started doing a song with Sonny, the first person I thought about with like East Coast hip hop was Dro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So and then I felt like it was a hell of an opportunity for him to do a song with
Absolutely.
the freestyle champion of 106 and Park and everything. You know what I mean? So
It made sense.
that's how I kind of when I do my records. You know what I mean? It's like I want to give an Akron artist an opportunity to do something with somebody that's got a big ass platform already.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
And how was that for you, Dro?
Man, it was dope as fuck, man. That nigga Lou hit me up one day. Was like, bro, I got a song, I got a beat. You can put something to it. You can come to my house and record it, whatever. Nigga, all right. He sent it to me. Oh, this hard. And you said Sonny from what I remember Sonny from 106 and Park. Nigga, let's do it. And we put it together, man. Automatic like that. Man, anytime this man calls me for anything, bro, I'm gonna pull up. And it's vice versa. Like if I hit bro, like when I hit him up to come here. He was supposed to be here last week. He pulled up.
You fucked up.
Yo, actually, the fucking laptop fucked
Hey,
up. My
you know
nigga
what,
DC
though?
came
Also,
back. I'm gonna give him his seat
Yeah,
back.
straight crash.
The crazy part about it is, I showed up last week, and I had hats and all types of shit for y'all.
That's all good.
You know what I mean? So then I left here.
We love swag too.
I left here. Then I went down to Speaker Leakers and everything, and was just sitting back chilling and drunk the bottle with them and everything. It's like, man, our hats is old. And everything. So
Everybody got updated.
Everybody
Yeah.
updated their hats. And
So it
everything.
all worked
I
out.
didn't
It all
come
worked out.
here
Nah.
to press for us the stuff that I
Hey.
have for y'all today.
Hey, it's all good.
Now,
It's
you
all
know what I mean?
good.
But I have it for y'all next time. You know what I mean?
Man, it's all good, bro.
Right. Yeah, man. See, yeah, no, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Doors open
hey,
and
he
the floor's open.
He updated the fam. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he updated the fam, and we still good. We gonna get ours. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's all
We
good.
gonna get the new swag.
Right. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, man. Like IB was saying over here, Miss Imani was saying that we do have the embroidery machine over here, man, full time, man. We do all that, man.
Customized t-shirts,
Yeah,
all of that.
yep, sublimation and all that.
So
man.
Graphic designer.
Yeah.
I'm about to go full album mode.
Oh yeah.
Connected to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm about to go full album mode connected to. So
Oh yeah.
I'm about to go into the branding again of the whole I'm well connected and all that stuff again.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
most
And
definitely.
now that I got brands to move with,
Yeah.
it's just gonna be a hell of a.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I'm sure they ain't get to tell you about the Tiny Corner concert.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna just throw it out there. For the Well Connected 2 project, bro. Pick a song that you like from me and Rose Gold, or if you want us to do a fresh song,
No,
bro.
it's got to be fresh.
We
I don't
do
want that's
nothing that's
I don't
been
want
released.
nothing that's gonna be on for
Right.
We'll do something fresh, bro. Ain't no problem with that. But back to the Tiny Corner concert, bro. We moved this table. We put it back there, and you know we
set up
have
drinks and we do the drinks and
and
stuff on the
food
other
and shit on
side.
this table back there by the green
yeah.
screen. And we have about 5 rows of 4 or 4 rows of 5 chairs right here. Stage right here for the artists to perform.
I was wondering what y'all was doing with that.
Yeah. hell
Turn the lights out. All this shit glow. The whole booth and all the art and shit, it glows in the dark. Turn the lights out. Have a spotlight on the artist or the poet or whatever. And we just vibe out. It's a real intimate setting. It's fun.
Yeah, man.
Good vibes, bro.
How often do y'all do it?
We were shooting for once a month. This year for this season, we plan on doing one once
A month. Hopefully, we're gonna do one before this month is over. But if not, for sure in May.
Yeah, because Dro's project, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
I wanted to put it out Cinco de Mayo, but it's looking more like Memorial Day. It's gonna be May though.
Right.
Man, yeah, it's crazy y'all talking about this because I just put something together like big together with the Cavassier team.
Oh yeah.
That would have been perfect for that.
Talk about it.
Oh yeah.
I can't.
Oh yeah. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's in
Maybe off.
Oh yeah.
I already took a very popular platform
Okay.
and talked to them about doing it.
Okay, for sure.
Oh yeah. Well,
But
no, yeah, man. It'll come back around. It'll come back around.
No. With these brands, it's like the beauty of me working with Beam Satori.
Right.
I got 7 different brands.
Right. Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So once I like what I did with Makersmart,
Right. I can
now
do with
Cavassier
Cavassier.
and all these others. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
why didn't you do that for me? Like I did.
Right.
I did Trace. I did the activation last week for 2 Chainz grand opening.
Right. Yeah. For the
Columbus. Shout out
man,
to
dog.
Esco Columbus.
And I
Yeah.
gotta go check that food out. For
So I've
real.
been in the one that went and it's fire.
Get you an Esco burger. Bro.
Yeah.
Like-
I'm gonna fuck around.
Burgers is burgers.
Right.
The wings was fire. In Atlanta, the wings was
You gotta
fire.
get an Esco burger. Bro.
Right. So that ain't the. It's different.
Man,
Right.
it's something
Right.
different, bro.
Right.
Like,
Right.
I make good burgers myself.
You know,
goes on in
I
that
feel like I'm good at the grill.
It's something about the way. It's something about the way
The blend.
he fries those onions,
Okay.
and then even though I wanted that motherfucking well done,
Right.
it was still juicy,
Oh yeah.
like juicy, like you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Where I didn't even have to put no
It
ketchup,
wasn't nothing.
no
Yeah.
mustard.
I ain't
nothing.
need
Perfect.
nothing else.
Well
Right.
done and juicy
Yeah, it
still.
was
That's
just,
perfect.
woo!
Right.
I got it 2 days in a row. You know what I mean? I got
It's so
2
nice
days
I
in a
had to
row.
get it
I haven't
twice.
even tried nothing else on
Right,
their menu.
right,
The only
right.
thing I had was the Esco burger. So
Right.
I never
So
had their burger. When I lived in Atlanta, I used to go to Esco and shit. I used to fuck their wings up, but I never had their burger.
Esco burger.
yeah.
Crazy.
I'm gonna try it in
Definitely
Columbus.
have to do that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I feel like that's the thing to do. But yeah, no,
I feel
man.
like I got off subject talking about that. What was your last?
Oh yeah. No, we was talking about the tiny corner. Yeah. And doing the brands and
You gotta come pull up, bro.
Cavassier and everybody.
We're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, definitely, man. We make something nice. When we done when we done, we show the like how it's really set up and stuff and how we do the thing, man. It's a fun event, man. CC Speaks came and did some poetry. We had Jerome Childers,
who used to be with Bad Boy back in the day.
back in the day.
Right.
Yeah, he came and that's the homie too, man. So shout out to you out, bro. Yeah, you need to pull up. We ain't heard from him in a minute, but yeah, he came and did some songs.
Angel Clark.
Yeah, and yeah, shout out to Angel Dust. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And she's been out here doing her thing too on the R&B side. So yeah, it was real cool, man. Real nice and vibey for real,
It
man.
was.
The first one we did was kind of like we were putting it together while it was happening.
Rushing it last minute.
Yeah, but like
And it came out perfect.
It came out so great that it was unreal. So I look forward to seeing really. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna figure something out.
Most
For
definitely.
sure.
Because like
And we need the
I said,
inclusion.
with the brands,
Right.
they all contract me for multicultural.
Right. Yeah, that's
mean,
really what it's about. Yeah.
And they want to get other, a lot of these brands that I'm working with are real popular in the white community.
Yeah.
Of Maker's Mark is only popular.
When I say Beam Suntory,
Right. Yeah.
that's really Jim Beam.
Jim Beam.
Jim
yeah.
Beam.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yep.
It's just a Japanese
Of
company
Yeah.
bought it and made it Beam Suntory,
Yeah.
and it's actually the third largest.
Brand now.
company.
Yeah.
They make bourbon and all kind of whiskey.
Champagne company.
No champagnes. It's
Yeah.
really like the beer companies are all separate. Spirit companies are all separate. Champagne
Right.
companies are separate. Like Moet.
Yeah.
Moet is
Come
Moet.
with some champagne. I got a drink for you, boy.
Yeah. We definitely do.
I was gonna say, speaking of Moet, we drink.
I know a couple Moet reps.
We
Yeah.
drink Shandon.
Yeah, which is
Shandon Moet. We just
it's
drink
the
the
same
regular
thing, yeah.
Shandon. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Same companies make the shit,
Right.
but we like to drink Shandon.
version.
Do you have any inside scoop on how to fucking get a sponsorship from them, or
Basically, I would just set up an interview for y'all to interview the rep,
right?
sure.
Yeah.
and he sees what's going on.
And how it's
He'll
happening.
probably bring a couple, and then y'all submit y'all portfolio. Like,
Yeah,
for sure.
We got this many artists coming through because
Right.
it's all about influence at the end
Right,
of the day.
yeah,
It's
at the
not
end of the
about.
day,
It's
yeah.
not about okay. I did this interview, and I got 100,000 viewers.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you can show, I got
I do this. We do this.
5 artists
we
coming
here.
through every week,
Yeah, most definitely.
and
Yeah, man, we've
and from
did
these
pretty
5
good.
artists, each artist has
This many people
followed
yeah.
this, that, and the third.
Yeah,
You gotta-
yeah.
it's
Yeah, the
not
chain,
about
yeah,
you. It's
yeah.
about
The chain.
You
yeah,
ever heard
comes
that?
behind it.
Your network is your network.
Right.
Real shit.
Most definitely.
That's really okay. That's
Yeah.
what it's really about. You
Yeah,
know what
most
I mean?
definitely.
It's all about impressions. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you look at your Instagram,
Yeah,
I want everybody to do this too. Like, go to your Instagram
and look at your impressions.
and look at your insights.
Yeah.
And don't look at the last 7 days. Look at the last 30 days.
Yeah.
And then look at accounts reached, and then look at impressions. That's what it's really all about.
Right. Yeah.
It's about how many people that when you put this stuff out on your page,
How
Yeah.
many people see
Who do it touch?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, man. I like that on the inside. That's a message for motherfuckers for real, man.
It is.
That we need to pay attention more to, like as a whole. If you are in the social media world, and like you know what I'm saying, because it becomes a business in the long run, right? You know what I'm saying.
yes.
So it's more
about
so
branding.
about
Like, I came with the bottle, came with the cups, this, that, and the third, but at the
Right.
same time, I'm representing my brand.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all about branding.
Yeah, you
know
got
what
a
I mean?
brand everywhere.
What are you forcing in their face every time they
Most
see you?
definitely.
What
yeah.
when people think about you, what do they think about?
yeah.
Real shit.
Most definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's dope, man. You are definitely a pillar when it comes to that, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm learning. And it's
Yeah.
crazy because, but as I learn, I try to spread the knowledge. I'm never gonna be the dude that try to keep it for myself.
Yeah,
That's
most
why
definitely.
you gonna keep winning, bro, because your energy is genuine.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you,
most definitely.
You have the right intentions, the right
I'm a
vision.
starving artist. I can never starve an artist.
Hey,
You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, real shit.
That's
You know
a
what I mean? It's like
That's a bar.
we all trying to. I can never sit up here and just because I've got blessed with some positions, I can never come in here and try to act like I'm better than y'all.
Right, it's the
Like, I mean,
same,
you
yeah.
know what I mean? I just was blessed with a position right now.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
as I come in here and see and talk to y'all and everything, I'm trying to figure out how can I involve y'all in this too.
And
because
doing something too,
when I
right.
get with these brands, all they want us to influence. They
Yeah.
want
Yeah, most
they
definitely.
want us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They want us.
Yeah, most definitely.
We are the
Yeah,
influence.
we are the
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Say, this group right here, us three,
Yeah, we cool.
personally.
4.
Yeah, we got some other folks too.
What he's saying, first of all.
last year.
Said I might not want to. I might not want to.
Price of Sean dying in the city.
Yeah, we changed. We be changing shit.
Oh, yeah,
though,
that's
man.
true.
I
We do
agree.
some
Right.
things, man.
So when you believe in a brand that much, you just got to figure out what your pitch is to that brand, and then figure out
Oh, yeah,
who
most
you have
definitely.
to talk to.
Yeah, to make it
Because
happen.
they're looking for you.
Yeah, most
They're
definitely.
looking for you.
Yeah, man. We
Because
look.
after a year of this, the price of Sean now went up like $5.
Yeah, we definitely.
And then when we stopped fucking with it, it went back
went
down.
down 4.
Like,
But see, sales reports reflect that.
yeah,
And if you can present the knowledge,
and prove to
Right.
them.
prove them,
Right.
hey, look at your sales charts. During these months, we did this, that to promote your brand.
Yeah,
And look at where your sales was. And then
Look at
during
it.
these months, we didn't.
and look at where it went.
You know, the reports also reflect that.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? When I first signed on to this back in 2021,
Mm-hmm.
2021 and 2022, Ohio was the number one market for this.
Right. Yeah.
That's why I can go to them now and say, hey,
Yeah.
2 Chainz has opened up a restaurant, and
should
and
be
we need to be here.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I did the work to show them their
Yeah.
ROI.
Yeah. Message.
ROI is return on
Yep.
investment.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
When
Message.
invest in me, and I'm gonna get the people out here to do your thing.
And it makes perfect sense, because why wouldn't you want to have your liquor in 2 Chainz new club in fucking
Yeah, man,
Columbus?
we technically.
Well, he always
yeah.
talks about how much he loves Reposado.
For
Right.
sure. So
Yeah,
why
so you
wouldn't you
gotta
want to
pull up,
support
yeah,
that?
yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and I'm like, I got a Reposado.
I mean, and
you know what
technically,
I mean?
we like to drink champs of the East Coast. So, I
Yeah,
feel
for
like
sure. I
we
mean,
should,
Drink Champs is East Coast. We
Yeah,
just Drink Champs
yeah.
are Midwest.
No, yeah, they're like, yeah.
put this
We
on
smacked
tape.
that.
We
Yeah,
did
yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
did that.
smacked it already.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I can't even. You know, it's done.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh, we still got some
we
more.
got some
I mean,
tequila, but we got to pour
I
that
don't
off
wanna
camera, man.
disrespect your
No,
brand.
you good. You good.
Yeah,
we
can
know?
pour that
You
off
good.
camera. Yeah,
You know, we
yeah.
did our thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
glad y'all and everybody good.
Yeah, we definitely,
everybody
man.
good.
Everybody feeling nice.
Oh, yeah,
you know,
definitely.
got
Yeah,
that
it's good.
experience off.
Yes.
I just wanted to provide an experience off of it.
Yeah,
You know
that's
I
what
mean?
it's about.
That's you know. So maybe next time, instead of going to grab that, y'all go grab this.
Yeah, that's how it
Sure,
works.
you know
you know
what
what I'm saying?
man.
It's right
Yeah,
down
man.
the street at the liquor store.
Yeah, they
got it.
they should pull up and just drop a case off, man,
But
so we can just put one on the
We
table.
can figure that out as well.
But yeah.
Yeah,
We can
we
figure that
can
out.
do that,
Oh
man.
yeah, man. This has been a dope ass interview, man.
Yeah.
You should deal with Cavassier.
Yeah.
Me and
that
my
too.
cuz back in there, man.
Right,
I
yeah.
swear
Shout out to
we
Mackie.
You got it.
Shout out to Mackie.
Of
Oh yeah.
Cavassier bottles around the city, bro.
Right. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Solid
Right.
year.
So when was the last time you tried it?
Yeah, man. We
We've
grew.
been on tequila so heavy.
It's been about a
Hold on. Yeah.
year
Come on.
So did you
since I had my
know?
last bottle of Cavassier.
Did you know that we dropped a brand new VSOP last year in EXO?
Oh,
Cavassier?
It's totally different.
yeah. Yeah.
Totally
See?
different
Yeah. I had
from the
no clue.
liquid that you used to.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
We
yeah.
totally rebranded it, new bottles, new
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Sometimes
I seen
that
the
means a
bottles.
lot. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I seen the new bottles.
Yeah, it's totally new liquid everything.
Hey,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
man.
with a new white Cavassier.
It's a lot smoother.
Oh yeah.
Lots. We focus on the smooth side.
Yeah,
You
man.
don't want to take a shot and like
We should get a taste.
we smoke on the smooth shot, but
Yeah, right.
side, but still give you that punch.
So y'all had the Makers Mark event. Are y'all gonna have a Cavassier event too?
So, like I told you, I was
Yeah.
actually hired to do Cavassier and Trace. So y'all about to see a whole lot
Right.
of
Right. Yeah.
Cavassier and Trace now.
Oh yeah,
You know
man.
what I mean?
Yeah. Just whenever, man. Just let
I
us
had to tell
know.
Trey. I had to tell Maker's Mark, look,
Right.
after this one,
Right. I
I
gotta
gotta
do
get
this.
back to the original assignment.
Yeah, I gotta do this
You know what I
first.
mean?
Right.
Unless y'all talking about,
Right.
paying a
Something
nigga
else.
for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Right, yeah,
I
that's
gotta
like
get back to the original.
I gotta do what I gotta do
For real.
first.
I love the space I'm at right now.
Right. Yeah. Most
sure.
definitely,
I already
man.
know what May 12th is gonna do.
Right.
That shit gonna be stupid.
Yeah. Most
So
definitely.
it's like, hey,
That shit gonna be stupid.
Hey man, that's cool to see, man. Shout out to you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
shout out to y'all.
Like, we was just talking about the Lizzo joint or whatever.
Yeah, Lizzo,
and the
yeah.
sound man, like, shout out to Gage, man. One of the things he brought up was like, yo, what's for me is for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna take that away from me. God gave that to me.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm willing to share my knowledge of wealth with people.
Right.
It ain't a lot of people in the world in my space like me
That you
when
can
I'm
even
when I'm
share
out
that with.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it feels good to see people like you out here making space for
I
other
feel the
people
same way he feels.
to make that. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
right.
They hire me to do this stuff and I feel great about the space.
Right.
It's like I know it was a blessing for me to be in this space.
Yeah.
And I know how many people was on that journey with me,
Right.
and I know how many people are still trying to get there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give it to them.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
what I'm saying.
But the message is in that whole thing is there's no such thing as a comfort zone.
Right.
Right.
You gotta get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta do things that you wouldn't normally do.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because those are the things that's gonna bring you the new fans.
Supposed to feel uncomfortable every day that
Yeah,
you're doing this.
yeah,
shit.
man. It's
If
a little
feel
comfort.
comfortable, you ain't-
Yeah.
you ain't- If you
You should have a little comfort in feeling
you're not
uncomfortable.
doing anything to advance.
Most definitely.
Because you're doing what you've already been doing to stay comfortable.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Message.
that's what I really tell people. Like, get out of your comfort zone. As
Yeah.
soon as you start getting comfortable, you wrong.
I know a rich nigga that say you don't even be comfortable on vacations.
Yeah, man. You got to, you know what I'm saying? You can relax a little bit,
Man,
but
Dro,
you know, hey,
Bars.
Bars, that's what I'm saying.
He was blessed
Right.
to see both sides of it.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? He was blessed
Right.
to see both sides.
True
And he
enough.
came into the game with the blessings.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Blessings. I watched him. I watched his whole movement. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
doing his thing,
Even
yeah.
he don't know. I know. I watched his whole
Absolutely.
movement. Like,
Absolutely. For sure, bro.
dictated our first conversation was in Texas.
Yeah.
At the South by Southwest, right?
South by Southwest. He was sitting there, and I made sure. I'm like, okay, he moving. I'm moving too. He don't even know who I am. He probably don't respect who I am or whatever. But I'm just gonna let him know I see him.
I see you, right.
Yeah,
You
man.
know what I mean?
I'm never the type of nigga to say, nah, I don't respect who you are. Nigga,
But no,
if you in the same
I'm
space,
from Akron though.
Right. It be,
That's what niggas from Akron do.
oh, yeah.
if you in
But
the
it feel
same
good.
vein,
It
the
feel
fact that
good.
you
If
from
you
Akron,
punch somebody in the
Right.
face or shot somebody in front of somebody, niggas don't respect you.
Right,
Real
yeah,
shit.
true.
You know what I'm
but
saying?
I don't keep it real. Like
Nobody talk.
I feel like if you in the same space that I'm in, if we in Texas, South by Southwest,
true.
and you from Akron like I am, you obviously
Right.
doing something right.
You
We
know,
need to
most
connect.
definitely,
We need,
man.
you know what I mean? We need to politic on something.
that be some of the best feelings in the world. When you be
Real
OT
shit.
and you run into a person that's from the city.
Yeah, like my boys, like nigga. Even if we from separate hoods, that's into it. Nigga, if we out of town and we see each
We
other, bro,
good.
Out of town, yeah.
we together.
We
now.
good. We good,
we
bro.
we a click now.
Yeah, we good, bro.
So,
Hell yeah.
but no,
But
it's all good.
Us people from Akron though, we got a special gift, and I just want everybody to realize it.
Yeah.
Like, even with Columbus,
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Columbus got a lot of.
there's not a lot of people that's making moves in Columbus that's from Columbus.
And
Yeah,
it should be.
yeah,
When,
yeah.
when you start
It is,
looking
that's
at the
true.
people that's making a lot of moves from Columbus,
They
a
from
lot of
down
moves
here.
from Akron.
Yeah, they from down here.
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
You go down to Atlanta.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people from Akron.
Down there.
It's so hard to become something here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are raised with what it takes to become something everywhere else.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
Real shit.
All the struggle, everything, you know what I mean? All the hating, all the doubt, everything, we get it right here.
That's why LeBron is so great.
Yeah, yeah, man.
You know what I mean? It's like,
It's greatness.
you know, I'm not even going to say I was the biggest LeBron fan.
Mm-hmm.
But when LeBron scored more points than anybody ever
Squad.
in the NBA,
Yeah.
I woke up the next day feeling great, even though I'm not the biggest LeBron fan.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to be.
I
Right,
told everybody,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
ain't
yeah.
nobody in the world scored more points in the NBA than a nigga from Akron.
The motherfucker from Akron.
And that
That's
gives you
something
pride.
Great about, you
Yeah,
know?
That
yeah.
gives you pride.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Give me pride. Like, I'm not. I like Kobe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Right.
I felt like Kobe had more of a killer instinct, more of a, you know, LeBron
can
is
agree.
a team player.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Kobe
When,
is
when
arguably-
I was brought
He was
up
a
on
murderer.
that killer.
Kobe was
That
a
murderer.
tactile.
Kobe was
You know
a
what I mean?
murderer.
Yes, you know, we
Destroyed.
Yes.
Right,
story. So
right,
I'm saying,
right, right.
That's all they gave him for.
Team Kobe, but
Yeah, Kobe.
and it was always Kobe LeBron, Kobe LeBron, Kobe LeBron. So I was always Team Kobe. And it wasn't important. I've always been, even with the Browns and Steelers. I go with my heart, not with
Right.
Yeah, not with because you're from here.
You know what I
Right,
mean?
right,
I go
right,
with my
right.
heart on everything I do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Not just because I'm from here. So, but
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I was.
after when LeBron made that accomplishment,
Yeah,
I had to shift.
for sure.
Nobody ever, you know what I mean? Like, damn, all these motherfuckers I watched that I thought was dope. Nobody
Bro.
scored more points than
Bro.
them
Yeah,
ever.
forget that.
That guy.
Steph Curry was born.
He was born in Akron. For
But he
sure.
was just born here.
Yeah, he was
It's
born
just different.
But no,
I can't
right.
give him that.
But James-
He's born here.
James
He
Harrison-
don't even claim it. He don't claim it. He don't claim it.
He shout Akron out though on
He's
Twitter.
shout out,
You know what I
but
mean?
he's-
But he ain't
born
actually from
here.
here.
You know what I mean? It's
Right,
like,
right. Charlotte.
Yeah.
I know. Me and Curtis James.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Kurt.
Right. Yeah.
I know Kurt's mama.
Uh-huh.
I know Kurt's
Uncle James.
Grandma.
Right.
When she, you know what I mean? When she died on Grandma on Christmas.
Yeah.
I was there with Kurt. That's the story I can relate to. I was there. The Jameses, the LeBron,
and I will say
with them.
Yeah.
I wasn't there with the Currys. I can't relate to that.
And I will say, I'm not a Steelers fan, not a Cincinnati Bengals fan either.
Go Browns.
But I was a big fucking James Harrison fan.
Oh, you can't,
because he's from the city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a Browns fan, so naturally I fucking hate the Steelers.
Look, dude ain't even playing no more in this. This dude
still,
You seen this dude's workout?
Still doing good work, bro.
On, man, this dude is.
He one of us, bro. He's one of us, so I'm always gonna fucking salute him.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah, man. So look, Imani, in her few minutes of sitting over here chilling, she whipped you up a caricature of yourself.
She been done with that.
Yeah, she been done with it.
So
Right.
And I was trying to act like I wasn't paying no attention.
Right. It's like, yeah, man, I ain't see it. Right. She be getting to it. Right. Yeah. Hell yeah. So check it out.
She called with that shit.
Look at me.
Right.
Yeah, artistic expression on it.
Hell yeah. So like,
that's what's up.
Yeah, she do everybody who come through like that, man. When we
she even did my thumbs up.
Yeah, she does all the graphics and stuff, man. She's pretty dope with everything she do on the art side and graphics too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Need any work? Here.
Yeah, definitely. She drew us up too, man. When we started this podcast,
she actually did our logo.
Yeah, the logo that we use of a cartoon of four people.
Is this for me or is this for you?
No, that's for you. That's for you. Yeah.
Every time I get something like that, it's going to my studio.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
So
it's going straight to my studio. Like
Yeah. See, now you know. Yeah.
All of that.
So you can say where it came from, right?
You gotta pour drinks too.
Huh?
Pour drinks too.
I sure could.
Right.
I got a sister that's a bartender.
You was at an event.
Right.
We got an event coming up right now.
Right. To learn.
We got an event coming up right now.
Right. But she can come do she do face painting.
Do art.
She do face painting, body painting, and caricatures.
Like shots, all that.
She do these live. So for the city of Akron every Thursday.
Downtown at the Children's Museum every
Thursday.
Akron's Children's Museum, 5 to 8 o'clock. You got your face painting.
Right.
Whatever
it's crazy how an interview can turn into a.
Oh yeah, man. Definitely, man. Definitely.
I can take pieces of everything.
Right. A little bit of everything we do, man, and make something, man. That's what this space is for real, man. Yeah, that's what this space is.
It's my fucking dog. I feel like we just having a regular conversation.
Right,
like
for real. We have for real. Like I left, I came back. Yeah, we just smacked the bottle. We about to bust this other joint, man. Hell yeah.
We got a whole other bottle left.
Hell yeah, man. We gonna take some pictures how you sign the booth. We got a whole nother bottle to fuck up with, man. We can fuck this whole other bottle up, man. Without you, it ain't no us, bro.
At all.
So thank you for coming out, bro.
Appreciate you pulling up. We're gonna pull up to the speaker leaguers, and we need the speaker leaguers to pull up to us.
Yeah, man.
Hey, no,
definitely.
Outside of speaker leakers, I gotta get y'all on BTSN.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I follow them on Instagram and I be seeing that shit.
Behind the scenes network and
yeah.
So much goes on behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
There's no such thing as there's only one outlet that can bring.
Right.
You know what I mean? Y'all doing stuff, everything. This is all behind the scenes, everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we have a lot of things going
if
too.
If anybody in this room was to blow up and make it,
right,
this interview would become gold.
Yeah,
for sure.
You know what I mean?
You should win.
It's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing our thing, man. We were in the top 8%, I believe, on Spotify as like hours put in. Like we put in all the work this year.
Right.
We were in like the top 3 for like places in the United States and outside the United States that got viewerships on Spotify. Like we did a lot. I can't think of all the records. First year.
More to do.
Yeah, we dropped like 96 or something podcasts in a year. We started from January to December.
Do y'all like put episode 1?
Yes.
Episode 2, season 1.
Each one has the name.
Okay.
Everything. So when you go to Spotify, they'll pop up. It'll be season 1. It'll be every podcast pretty much that we put up like
iHeartRadio.
I think we put up like 56 of the 100 and something that we did.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But even with the 40 some odd ones that we didn't put up, we were still like killing the competition.
Only reason I asked that question is because like even with the speaker leakers thing, when I put them on BTSN and everything, when I told them we had 100 shows,
right?
Like, you know how many people You know what it takes to do 100 shows?
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, most
Even
definitely.
if it's a bad show, you still want to
Yeah,
document.
you still got them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
wanna- you know what I mean? Because when you get to that 100 show,
Yeah, that
you
means
wanna-
something.
You want to fucking
Yeah, that
rock,
means something. Yeah,
it means
yeah,
something
yeah,
because
it does.
you know what I mean. That's a lot of content, and I tell even with speaker leakers, like even if you do an interview and just done a third, and your internal crowd, you don't get a whole bunch of viewers.
Yeah, that
Still
don't mean
use
nothing.
that as content for the person that you're interviewing.
Mm-hmm.
Chop those up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That mean a lot.
Right now,
man.
Lex
yeah.
Luthor talks about
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
this, that, and the third.
Right.
Ooh,
Yeah, man. When you
know
check the
what I mean?
IGs, that's what you see a
That's-
lot of.
You
Like,
don't want to
I'm
put the whole
making a
interview up
thing,
there.
yeah.
You want to put
Piece by piece.
Yeah, you
know
wanna
what I
give
mean?
people clips.
So
Yeah, yeah.
that's the beauty of these podcasts. and
Yeah, most definitely. Like that Black Engineers thing that I was just talking about with Gage from Lizzo's tour or whatever. That was a good clip, right?
Right.
He kept it real. He was like, yo, man, there's not a lot of people like me out here. Everybody expects us to be in the studio. When they think of engineer, they think of niggas in the studio. They don't know that we the sound man building these big ass sounds for these concerts and shit. Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was a good clip.
Yes, sir.
Made it a clip.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? We just had Tara Mosley, we had Mark Greer and them come
The
up. you know
mayor
what I'm saying?
candidates, and
Right.
Yeah.
Eric Garrett running from councilman, and
Don't
Yeah,
forget
man.
my boy Josh Schaefer.
Josh Schaefer? Yeah,
running
yeah,
for
yeah.
mayor. He came through. He's the last mayoral candidate to come through.
Right.
So yeah, we just trying
I'm
to.
not even hip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, hell yeah, yeah. He came and talked a lot of real progressive shit too, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah. So we try to do it that way, and then just, you know what I'm saying, Spotify, we on all streaming platforms for the most part.
And we are about to
Be back on YouTube.
Back
Yeah.
on YouTube because they put our YouTube page. So we got to start a new one. This next week coming up, we'll be back on YouTube for sure.
What platform do you use?
What do you mean?
Mostly
Spotify.
Spotify.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
video
yeah.
and the audio be on Spotify.
Yeah, so like when we're
I'm
done.
gonna tell you another one that you check out that
Mm-hmm.
you do one and it does it.
Everything,
all of
right? Yeah, yeah. Uh huh.
Sends it out to everybody.
Right. Yeah, yeah. We'll definitely get it together too.
No
man.
doubt.
Hell yeah, because I had a couple places that I wanted to rock with, but now I think we got somebody that's about to start doing all of this other stuff off camera for us.
Yeah.
And that makes it a lot easier. Because while we talking and all of that, like I'm controlling cameras and
I
like
see that. I see that.
doing
That's
sound
dope.
effects
That's
and
dope. You know,
yeah,
that's
hell
dope,
yeah.
though.
So hell yeah, man. Shout yourself out, man, and tell us. Yeah, go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, man. Shout your social media handles and anybody you want to shout out or whatever you got going on, bro.
Everybody can follow me at LexLu35, LEXLU35, Instagram and Twitter. My Facebook is my my biological name, what I was blessed with, Luther Howard. You know what I mean? And I'm just a dude out here trying to create situations. You know what I mean? If I create a situation from you, I get benefits from
Right.
your satisfaction.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It all
just
come back
how I've
full
always
circle.
been. You know what I mean? And I
Most
just
definitely.
try to take my connections and help them benefit somebody else.
You put plays together
You know,
for
man,
sure.
Yeah,
I'm
most
just a guy that
definitely.
like to connect dots. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? At the
hell
end of
yeah.
the day,
Well
if
connected.
that play work,
Right.
I win too. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Most
You
definitely.
know what I mean? So
Right. Hell yeah.
that's just where I benefit. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
just how I work. You know what I mean? It's not really about me.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if it all works, it's about me.
Well, it works
You
for
know
me.
what I mean? But
yeah. But it's
at the end of
good.
the
Make
day,
your dream work.
Yeah, but teamwork make the motherfucking dream.
You're going
work.
to get yours by presenting others with opportunities.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
hell yeah, making it available for
that's
everybody
what
else.
I've been
Hell
doing for a
yeah.
long time, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's just who I am.
It all comes back to you.
Hell yeah, man. So yeah, man, thanks again for coming out, bro. Without you, it ain't no us, man.
Just for GP, man, I'm gonna go ahead and hit this because this is how I'm feeling.
Why? Nope.
What'd you fuck up on?
He fucked up off that drink. It ain't gonna do it because the
Because
motherfuckers
of-
like you. Yeah, they ain't gonna do it. Yeah, not
ain't gonna
today.
do it?
On you.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck. Yeah. But I'm in this motherfucker and I'm fucked up. Like you said, without
Hell
you,
yeah.
there's no us, and we only have one request for all of the guests to come through the doors here at Studio 225, and that is. That's it.
Real simple, man.
Hey, come back whenever.
Doors always open,
Hey,
man.
ain't so much
Doors
stuff-
always open.
Stuff that we didn't even talk about.
Oh yeah, we definitely gonna have you
what I
come
mean?
back.
It's
Yeah,
a whole
yeah.
lot. It's,
Yeah.
You
We
know
can
what I mean?
always
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's
Oh,
this
yeah.
whole segment that I like to give education on too.
Oh yeah, we definitely.
Brother.
With my process of dealing with artists, I
Right.
realize artists don't know the business.
Oh yeah.
Real shit.
Do a whole segment on that.
Oh yeah,
I
most
got
definitely.
like 5 different projects that I tried to do with different artists.
It just didn't work.
It didn't work because we couldn't work out the business.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
and then
that'll
you got
happen.
artists that feel like, well, I did the song. It's
Right.
my song.
It's like nah, bro. That's not how that
Nah,
works.
That's not how it
I'm
works.
I'm
Yeah.
an artist, and it's not coming out until we work out all the business.
Yeah, most
So
definitely.
now I'm
man.
an asshole.
Right, yeah, no. But
But you
that's
wrote
how
my
it
project. I'm not trying to hold your project back at all.
Right.
But until we can get the business done,
Right. Then we can't get
You ain't
nothing.
You ain't an asshole. You a businessman.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Being a businessman takes being an asshole. I mean,
it was Suge used to say, paperwork straight.
that's it.
right.
Man, we can go. I can do a whole nother argument. Like I said, I got 5 projects,
Right.
full
Yeah.
projects.
Oh yeah.
Where I brought artists, producers in town, everything to work
Right,
with
and
these
make it
artists and
happen.
everything. And then at the end of the day, they feel
Just
like,
to-
well, what we need you for?
That's corny as fuck.
Right. Yeah.
Well, you supposed to be on volume 6 or something.
How you gonna write out
Yeah.
the facilitator?
Yeah, man.
Like that's crazy.
And then
Yeah.
these artists will try to take the work that I put together, my projects,
Right.
the people that I put you together,
The songs.
Well, you didn't rap, you didn't do anything.
It's like, yeah, man.
It's my song.
Right.
No, I own the masters.
I
You
did
put it
all of
together,
this.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so
Right.
you can work out the business.
Right.
Ain't none of this coming out, and
It
I'm not
can't
trying to
happen.
hold you back at all.
Right. But
You know
we
what
got to
I mean?
make
But
sure that we do it right.
I did everything in
Yeah.
advance to show you.
Yeah,
my work,
who I
what I'm
was.
trying to do with you.
Right. Yeah. So
And
it's
then
up to
you
you.
feel like I don't need you at the end.
Yeah.
It don't work like that.
It
Yeah,
never
most
come out.
definitely.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
It
Clearly,
never
you
come
don't
out.
need this
I got
motherfucker.
some- I got some copyright stuff I'm going through right now with an artist that everybody love from the city.
Oh yeah.
And I tried to do everything I could.
Right.
You know what I mean, to help him out and advance him because I believed it.
Right.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And then, well, we don't need you. You don't rap. You ain't make the beats. I went and found the producer,
Right.
brought him into my house.
Right.
'Cause my
Yeah.
studio's in my house.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I let you and this producer stay in my house, the whole studio, the
Right,
whole
yeah.
summer.
Session, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I fed y'all,
Y'all worked.
provided
Yeah.
the vibes,
Yeah.
provided the studio and everything. And
Right,
then y'all two got together and decided, well, we making all the music. What we need him for?
All right. Well, cool.
corny.
Idiots wouldn't even know each other if it wasn't for him.
Yeah.
corny.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna put this project without him. Bet you don't.
Not like this. You want.
That's weak.
Bet you don't.
This project, motherfucker.
Bet you
That's
don't.
weak.
And it's not me trying to be a hater.
No, it's
Hold the
business.
project back.
It's business.
It's about business.
Right. Yeah.
Y'all can pay for it now. At this point, since y'all don't need me,
Yeah.
give me all the money that I paid. You know,
Yeah. To do
what
all
I
the
feel
things.
like this project is worth.
Right.
Y'all coming to live at my house.
Right. Yeah.
Me feeding y'all. Me providing y'all vibes. When I say provide, I'm talking about
Right.
bottles, smoke,
Everything.
whatever,
All
yeah.
of that.
to prevent this.
Right.
To make,
To make it
this project
comfortable for the
work.
artist.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Make
Yeah.
that work. You know what I mean?
So it's like, yeah, man, that's the least you can do. Yeah, man, that's
Sure.
yeah, that's how it works.
That's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, definitely. We had you back
That's
up
why
for
I don't
that.
manage no more in this.
Out
life.
here being Franklin Saint to these niggas.
Yeah, we gonna make it happen.
Ace
John.
Boogie.
And baby, you're right,
But yeah,
John.
man, we appreciate you pulling up, bro. We gonna continue to support you. We gonna continue to connect, and anything that you got going on that you want us to be a part of, hey, just reach out, and vice versa, man. We got some shit that we want you to be a part of, so
Hey, just call me.
we gonna keep
Here.
this shit going, man.
For sure, man.
Let's go.
Doors always open.
We gonna leave on this note as we always do.
Like I see it. Sliding.
And always remember, never forget.
For Flow Radio, Trenches Radio, your boy DC.
Your boy Dro
Jeez.
Hi, Bonnie B.
and our special guest.
Lex Lou.
Yes, sir.
Hell
Yeah, man, 5, we gone.
out, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, that was dope.
Hey, that was dope though.
for sure.
And then it didn't feel like I was doing an interview.
Oh my God.
It's like a regular conversation,
You know what I mean? Just comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
That is hard.